Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Icons from Steve Kenson. I am Johan, and I'm the Game Master. And don't forget to check out Steve Kenson's Patreon.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I am the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and also Fresh Out the Podcast. And I'll be playing anything, anywhere.
I am AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, your variety video game Twitch streamer and tabletop role-playing game streamer, and I am reprising my role as... the hell am I again?
Your name is Wolfgang Aidendale.
Wolfgang Aidendale, the hero from Beyond the Shadow.
That's right. And by Wolfgang Aidendale's side, it is me, Aaron Vanier, also known as Aaron Dippity Doo on lines. I'm playing Mimic again, also known as Kyria Bentor, who's technically dead. But Mimic, that's me.
Hello everybody, I am Rune, and I am nobody important online, just the way I like it. Good luck finding me. You won't find me anywhere but here and maybe in an MMO game called Champions Online, where I'm occasionally logged in as the guild leader of the guild there. Anyway, it's another fine week of Icons with all of us, these great fine people. Time to play. Yay. I'll be the Dangerous Dustwing.
Dangerous Dustwing. Yeah, where we last left off, you entered the tower of one Dr. Wyrd. So, deal with it. In search of a artifact called the Continuum that is wanted by Red Sky and the bad guys. Crimson Court.
Crimson Court, yeah. You want to call them Scarlet Court.
The Scarlet Scriminals. Yeah. The the Crimson Court has put you
Why'd
up
you
to
call them
this
the
task.
bad guys? They're not the bad guys,
They're
right?
not really the bad guys.
They're led by Skrillex.
No.
They're pretty morally agnostic. Yeah, everyone's been booned. What's up, Vampire Bites? Thank you for the
Oh,
boons.
thank you, Sean.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so everyone's booned. You enter the tower, search for the continuum, found the continuum, but it seems to be under some sort of protective magics. The library itself seems to be turning your words against you, as you accuse the room of being the hoard of a great dragon. A dragon appears, made of paper, binding, and books. A large creature appears from the bookshelves to confront the party. Meanwhile, Mimic, ever since your most recent exploits as Monster Girl, your technology has been rebelling against you. Holding on to all that magical energy has dealt potentially a fatal blow to your systems. But
That's unfortunate.
if I'm not mistaken, you have found someone to help you.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Well, we'll do that in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Cool.
welcome to Icons. In the library, in the Tower of Wyrd, you are confronted by the Great Beast. What do you do?
You mean we're not immediately rolling initiative?
I mean,
Yes. Okay.
if you choose to attack, then yes, we will roll initiative.
I look up at the dragon. I look at our charge, and I yell, "We should probably run."
Hey, Disky, thanks for 24 months of subscriptions.
What, D-Ski?
2
Wow.
years. Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
We love you. And we see you.
Wow. This is probably about our 2-year anniversary then.
It's right around, yeah. I mean, it's definitely
Hey!
right around when we became affiliates. So,
It's 2 years old. We're 2. Yay! Thank you. Thank you, Aaron.
yay!
I'm going to instead counter. Why don't we parlay?
With the
With a dragon? If you know how to parlay with a dragon, you are wiser than I am.
I think we can because I are one, possibly.
If you can speak the dragon speech and calm its greedy way, then by all means.
the book dragon stands before your exit. And
Well-
lets out a roar.
Damn it.
All right. If he lets out a roar, I let out a roar back in greeting.
There's only one thing that can defeat a book dragon, and I'm going to turn into 3 large green worms with little graduation hats on and glasses. And as 3 bookworms, I'm going to get ready for what might come next.
Thought you were gonna turn into a fascist or something. Just start burning books. Be fun.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I'd be fighting him at that point just by default.
Texas Congressman Greg or Governor. Sorry. Yeah. So, oh, sorry. You're going.
I'm just gonna pull my shield off my back and stand in front of the continuum for basically shielding him from getting a direct grab at it if he wanted to take it from us. But I'm not drawing my sword because he hasn't attacked us, and
It
we're trying
paces
to
back
parlay.
and forth in front of the door, but it doesn't move from the door.
Hail, dragon! May we please pass?
It just stares at you. It is somewhat aggressive. It's hard to read its emotions because it's a dragon and made of books. But it looks at you curiously.
I'm imagining like
between
a
what you said
pacing
and the
lion
roar.
in like pacing back and forth in front of its den, where it's sort of aggressive, but it's more just warning you not to come over here.
It seems to be territorial pacing. Yeah.
I got a question. The books that it's made up of, can you make out what they are?
It's
Like if you look close enough,
yeah,
can
you
read-
can start reading the
read
books
the
it's
covers of the
made out
books?
of.
All right, I'm looking like right on its forehead between its eyes. What's the primary book there? Thinking I might get a clue as to its personality.
Pride and Prejudice. No.
Yes.
Lord of the Flies.
Pride and Prejudice. It is.
Pride and Prejudice. Okay.
Just have to make it swoon.
I would like to edit the scene by using an inspiration point to change the title of the book on his forehead to Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which is an actual book.
The novelization of the
Have you heard of
movie.
it?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Well, I mean, it was a book before it was a movie.
Everything's a book before it's a movie.
Well, no, that's not true. But in this case, it was actually a book. But yes,
scripts
I would
are
like to
books,
use an
aren't they?
inspiration to change the book to Pride and Prejudice and Zombies
Okay.
instead of Pride and Prejudice.
Mhm.
And if I have to call on a character trait for that, weirdness magnet.
It just can't be a normal book. It has to be a book with zombies in it. Why?
One of the books will fall from its face, and you'll see the zombies was covered up.
Perfect. Even if that accomplishes nothing for it, I feel like my job is done here tonight. In any event, thinking that may rot its brain a little bit and make it less intelligent, easier to deal with, I step forward and I call out to him in a roaring voice, "Speak! What is it you wish of us? Don't waste our time." With a proud voice.
Give me willpower.
Okay. Sure thing. 13.
Yeah,
roll.
it'll stop its pacing and it'll rear back. You cannot remove anything from my domain.
This is a library, isn't it? Libraries exist to check out books.
He'll look at you quizzically.
Perhaps a trade would be in order instead then.
What do you offer in exchange?
Well, I only have one thing of value, or that I see as of equal value. But with my back against the wall, I'll do so. So saying, I transform back into Blake Darcel, and I take out of my book bag my magic book that I'd been studying for so long. And I say,
Man, that looks delicious.
This is the tome of magic from which I have acquired all my occult knowledge and learned so much about the ways of magic. I would offer it in trade for what you bear.
I'll take it.
And in return, I can take this. Point at the thing we came for.
He'll step out of the way.
I give him the book.
He'll go and shelf it.
You keep an orderly library. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. And then I go make my way out, carrying the item.
Yeah.
He goes and reshelves himself as books.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'm
he'll
waving
take that
for
book.
everybody to follow me.
Yeah, it's like throw a shield on my back.
Yeah, and then a little three, maybe 1.5 foot tall green worms with graduation caps and glasses come bouncing down the hallway after you.
I suddenly feel like solving spelling puzzles. I don't know why.
Me too. Me too.
Thanks for the follow, Elixir. Sounds like a little kid saying elixir.
Okay, as soon as we make it out of there, I take the object and hand it over to, Mr. Everything All at Once Anywhere, who can take it wherever he wants on a whim. Hey, change from being a bookworm so you can carry this.
All right. One of me will change from being a bookworm, grab it, feed it to the bookworm, who eats it and disappears.
What's one way
Isn't
to
it like a
carry
statue, though?
I mean, it's like a big metal device.
Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big metal ring, right.
It'll be on the
I don't know how
space
you can
station when
swallow
we
that.
need it.
While you're still in the tower, you so you went through the door, right?
Yeah.
Right. We got
Yes,
it.
we left. Yep.
Oh, well then you're back in the swamp.
Oh,
That's where I will portal the. When I feed it to the little me that disappears, it's just me portaling it to the space station and dismissing a clone with a little bit of extra flavor.
so now we merely need to get audience with the court and see my quest through, and then we will owe them, or I will owe them no longer.
Don't we have to give them the ring though?
Yes, we still have to get there and deliver the ring to them.
Well, I'm pretty sure Anything Everywhere knows exactly how to go there. But let me change first, and I transform back into Dustwing.
Yeah. Everything Everywhere, if you would please take us to the their court cafe.
The Italian restaurant.
Yeah, maybe outside instead of right in the middle of it. We don't want to,
Yeah, people eat there.
frighten anybody into, freaking out instantly.
Sure. Right out front it is.
I will take the time to transform into a small winged cat again before I go through the portal he makes.
Sure.
I whip my
That's
hand up
terrifying.
and sort of sweep my hand in almost a spiral motion and open this portal. This time it doesn't rip open and look gooey. This time it just opens up in sort of a nice wish-wash type of fashion. It looks like I did it.
Well, Wolfgang just kind of looks at the portal, sighs again, steps through.
I'm going to look at you and say, are you feeling all right? That was way less chaotic than normal for you.
We are feeling amazing.
Okay. Have you heard from Mimic?
Yes.
What have you heard from Mimic?
I think that's a good scene transition, right, Jahan?
No,
And then it can
keep
end.
on going through the portal.
Say end
Yeah.
with me hearing from Mimic. Yeah, we go through the portal and wind up right in front of the restaurant.
You're not going to hear from Mimic yet. Yeah, we are going to flash the Mimic, though. So, Mimic, you are doing the things that you said you were doing. You're not doing so hot. And you require help.
Okay.
You can't reach any of these suckers for some reason.
We set up a channel to the Godbot, right? That I can still be able to access without them.
You can contact the Godbot.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact the Godbot because with the tech I got, he's probably gonna be the best one who can help me.
Let's see here. Your name, Kira.
Yes.
Kira Bentor, nice to hear from you.
Hello, Godbot.
How can I help you?
Well, I was hoping you could have a scan or whatever of the of my systems. My implants seem to be, I don't know, having issues. It's been running really hot. I've been even hungrier than usual, and something really feels off.
It'd be best to scan you here. Have you been able to reach your compatriots?
Not yet. They haven't been answering.
They are not showing up on any of my sensors. I am concerned.
That is concerning. Especially because I feel like if anybody's going to see them, it's going to be you.
Well, I suppose we can try. And there'll be a crackle of energy near you as a riftway will open up. Hurry now.
And I will. I'll go ahead and get up and slip through that.
Portal closes, and something short circuits. Huh. Well, that was an effective test run. You are on the space station now. But it seems
Great.
we still have some work to do.
That's 2 times now I've been a test subject.
Yes. Sorry about the tumors.
Excuse me?
I was going to say that you know of.
I am just kidding. This is a joke.
I'm gonna need to keep studying the, or researching for your joke subroutines, Godbot.
You see him pull up a list in like his notes app, and he crosses out tumors. Yeah, he'll prompt you to stand in a metal ring type thing.
Okay.
He'll start to scan you, all that good stuff. Quite a bit of time will pass as he starts, doing calculations, and eventually his PowerPoint presentation of what's wrong with you will be ready, and he will present this to you. It seems that your systems did indeed fry, trying to hold on to magical energies. They were not built to do that, but he can help you. But it might hurt.
Well, we've got to do it. I mean, it couldn't hurt worse than the first time, right?
I do not have any anesthesia, as I am not a human doctor.
I see. You might have to knock me out at some point, but if we gotta do what we gotta do for this, I'm ready.
He'll just nod, and he'll just like nod and look at you for a little while, and it's kind of weird, but you'll start like blacking out a little bit, and you'll realize you can't breathe, and it might be very, very scary. But you'll pass out. He lowered the oxygen in here without saying anything because he's a robot.
Exciting.
He didn't realize how horrifying that would be. So yeah, you're asleep. Yeah.
Good times. Okay.
The three of you are in the Italian restaurant. So, when you show up, the guy out front, you guys took your time. He'll open the door.
How long were we gone?
Do you ask him that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little kitten, so I can't.
I'll ask, how long has it been?
A day or two.
Look, I may be a hero of honor, but some things take time.
That explains why I'm so hungry.
It's best not to keep the boss waiting. He'll nod in there.
I'll give him an annoyed look, and then just walk in.
Hey, bud. Do you guys actually serve food in here? Can I get a menu?
Who you asking?
The guy at the door, man.
He'll narrow his eyes at you. Yeah, we got food.
May I have a menu?
Yeah, go ask at the bar. And he does not give you a menu. He seems annoyed. He'll fix his chainmail under his suit.
That's exactly what I wanted, and then I'll go in. I just wanted to rib that guy a little bit for no reason.
Yeah, you ribbed him pretty good there. He was annoyed for sure. Or do you actually eat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I eat. Yeah. Hell yeah. I eat the entire time.
I mean, the food's actually pretty good.
I figured.
Yeah. Food's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Corbinian or Wolfgang. I'm gonna let Wolfgang conduct his business, and I'm going to eat ravenously at the table.
It's a weird
next
mix
to them.
of Italian food and medieval fare.
In real life, I've been on a spaghetti kick recently. I've had spaghetti 5 or 6 times in the past week. So I think my character's just munching down Mondo spaghetti styles.
Spaghetti with pheasant or something.
What's up, Rune?
I was just going to say, whatever he ordered, I'm in my small cat form on the side of the table, near the lasagna, Garfielding it up.
And I need a cat-sized lasagna. That'll be the last thing I add to the order, just so the next shot, it makes sense when you're eating your little kitty lasagna.
One of the goons will chastise the bartender. Be, come on, Mario, you can't let the cat on the bar. And he'll point at the health inspection. It's a B.
I don't want to eat here. Yeah, I'll be heading out back.
Yeah, absolutely. And did you bring the continuum?
Oh, I'll start walking and then I blink and I'm like, oh, right. Because I start like reaching into my adventurer's pouch at my belt to go like, oh, it's in there. 2 problems with that. 1, it's so not small enough to fit in there. 2, I don't have it. So I look over at everything everywhere. And go, oh, I need your help with the item. I need to bring it back there.
Do you want it in a bag or something?
Oh, yes.
I will teleport up, turn into a big-ass crate with the thing inside me, and teleport back down with that thing inside me in crate form.
Alrighty.
Time to get that crate open.
Mm-hmm. And then another me hands you a crowbar.
I look
for
around.
You too.
Excuse me, staff. I need some help with the crate that I just got. I need to bring it out back.
They'll get a dolly. They'll bring a moving dolly pretty quick. They had it kind of ready, which is interesting. But they move around a lot of stuff. Yeah, they'll help you take it to the back.
I bet they do.
Yeah, they're criminals. Dollies are actually very important for criminal behavior.
Just in, Johanna accuses anyone who owns a dolly as criminal.
That's actually what I used to do when I was a detective. Is I would sit out front of a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and if anyone came out with a dolly, I would follow them home. And right, that's a suspect.
Suspicious behavior. It's just criminal paraphernalia. Dolly.
At least you're not calling it a hand truck.
Where you going with those moving straps, huh?
That's the other name.
Huh. I didn't know that. I head out back.
Just you moving things around all the time.
Yeah, the goon out front will wheel it to the back and drop it off, and then Red Sky will watch with interest. She'll nod to him, and he'll leave. Go back out.
Is someone's name Red Sky?
Yeah.
Fix fan. Okay.
Oh, what fan?
The Fix. Great band, great song.
I don't know what that is.
Google Red Skies at Night. I'll say no more. Continue.
I'll wave the crowbar in my hand. It's in here. Do you want me to open it up now, or just leave it in the crate?
Yeah, let's see what you get. Let's make sure you got the right thing. That guy's got a lot of weird stuff I hear.
I look at the crowbar. I look at them. It's just a crowbar. Pry it open. Well, I attempt to pry it open because
it pops open on your first. Boop, perfectly. The lid falls down. It's perfect. You did the best crowbar job anyone's ever seen.
It's a mimic.
If you ever need a part-time job opening boxes.
Yeah, all of them are like, damn, that was impressive.
I did not sign up for the correspondence school of opening boxes and warehousing, but thank you for the offer.
Me.
Yeah, it looks like you taught. She'll gesture to the statue in the corner that you've never really seen move, but he's always there, and he'll walk up to the chest and pick it up, put it on the table. Then he'll go back to his corner. The continuum. Thank you very much, Wolfgang. You have helped us and your people a great deal.
All right. At this point, the cat will turn and finally say, "So, what are you going to do with it?"
She'll look at you interested, but not very startled. Well, we're going to do lots with it, little one.
Well, you mentioned you're going to help a lot of people with it, including our people. I'm curious as to what that means.
She'll lower her eyes at you. Oh, you're that one. I meant our people. And she points to Wolfgang and herself, deliberately excluding you, in like kind of a snarky way, like kind of being deliberately excluding you. But Wolfgang.
No sense being a bad neighbor.
Yes. They're so gracious to us. But she'll turn it on. She'll push she'll wave her hand over the console and push a couple buttons. She'll turn it on. It'll start spinning.
I'll fold my arms and just wait because
I'll watch with great interest.
I'm genuinely curious what they're trying to do with it.
Same.
She will.
Also feeling a little hungry because I passed by a lot of food back there.
She'll stick the tip of her bow through it, and you'll see energy course through it. That's much better. You see, Wolfgang, our time in this world has diminished our magics. Given long enough, we might run out altogether. This continuum can pull energy from our dimension and infuse it back into the objects. She'll gesture at your sword.
I look down at the sword, look up at the continuum. I actually peacefully unbuckle it away from me, so I'm holding the sheath out, and then I hold out the sword in its sheath to them.
Into the continuum?
I hold it out to them because I'm not sticking I'm not approaching the continuum.
She'll step back and like gesture.
Oh, I gesture and nod my head, like, because the presumption was I wasn't going to just stick the sword in there.
No, she's letting you, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's mine now. Like, no, forgot, man. I just said you could look at it. But yeah, I'll draw my sword and I'll point it into the continuum.
You'll feel the energy transfer happen. You'll see it happen. Your sword is reinfused with the magical energies that give it its power.
I'll do some like practice swings with it, and then I'll point at some random like can or something like that in the corner of the room to lift it to make sure to see if the telekinetics are stronger or weaker.
Yeah, they seem like they're at their peak again.
I'll set it down.
I'm sure you probably noticed some diminishing over the time here, but yeah, back to fighting shape.
Well, if you don't mind, I half take off the shield and hold there for a second.
The first taste is free, Wolfgang.
Oh. What is the second taste going to cost me?
Well.
Oh, and don't say a favor. I've already done you a big one. Well, I've done all of us a big one, but still.
That is true.
I'm a hero, not a fool.
Take your reward, hero. She'll offer you to do your shield too.
Well, I'll jam the shield into it for a second and then put it back on.
A great service indeed. She'll clap her fingers, or clap her hands together, and Wraith will step out of the shadows. And the stone sentinel will pick up the continuum, and then they'll both walk through the shadows and disappear.
I presume that's how you're going to keep it safe from those who don't have the other world's interests at heart.
Among others, yeah.
I suspect you intend to charge people who are not aligned with your guild to utilize the object to recharge their magical powers then.
Your people have a word for it. Capitalism, I believe.
Mercantilism.
It is such a delightful concept.
I feel like you got the short end of the stick on that one, Wolfgang. You should have taken a stake in the item instead of just a favor trade. You got screwed, my friend.
The bond of honor kept is worth more than any gold that would weigh me.
She'll kind of actually bow
Those
at this.
people who have all the gold.
The Red Sky will actually kind of, nod and do like a half bow to you. You're not wrong, hero. We are even. And we do have at least some trust in you. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find us.
And I warn you, as I warn anyone of great power, whom I trust, give me no reason to break that trust, or my next quest will be to even the score. And I just smile and nod, like it's a threat, but it's a half-hearted threat, because I actually don't think they're going to screw me.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you stay aligned. Right now, your interests are perfectly aligned. So, she'll nod. You shouldn't have anything to worry from, as long as you always pay your debts, friend. And she'll gesture for you to leave.
Oh, do you know what'd be good to eat here? I just can't help myself. Or do you even eat here? Do you just stay here?
The lasagna is pretty good.
I'll just nod.
Oh, well. I'll actually go out and get an order of lasagna, basically to go, which means I end up waiting around for a while. Because,
don't forget your
waiting
cat,
around.
And then, you guys will be finished with that.
The crowbar is gonna go. Don't forget the crate.
I pick up the I hold up the crossbow. You're a crossbow now. No. What? I thought you were gonna keep spying on them. I'll take the. Is it still on the dolly still?
Yeah. No,
I'll,
talk about the dolly.
I'll start wheeling it out.
Yeah, I should have thought of that. I should have taken the whole box through the shadow. That would have been hilarious. It would have really funny.
I'll let you.
I was actually hoping they were gonna. It's like now I know where they're storing it. Damn, took it out of the box.
You can, as a game master, you can activate one of my qualities to make it so.
I can, but the reason why they didn't is because they're just careful. They take the.
I could have ensorcelled that box for some reason.
Yeah,
I
that
did.
box could have been bugged or something.
They're very specific about what they take places through the shadows.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, once we're out of their office and we're in the restaurant proper, I'm just going to say to you, Wolfgang, you realize that actually cost me a lot.
And I owe you a favor in kind. The way of honor is
I don't consider the favor
expensive.
owed to you.
Hmm?
I don't consider that you owe me a favor. I mean, I expended that resource to help you with this quest for them. They may not realize it, but it costs me more than they know. So,
if anything, that would probably grant them some joy. We'll have to see about finding some way to get that book back.
I don't think I need it anymore. I've learned all I could from it.
Oh.
Besides, if I really want to consult it again, I know where the library is.
Oh, that's true. I doubt he'd mind us going in since we were so friendly about it.
Have you been to the back before this, Rune?
I did go to the back before. And I didn't talk before.
As a cat.
I went back as a cat and just acted like a cat the whole time.
This time you recognize the guy in the back. There's a guy that's always in the back sitting on an unused table, cross-legged, and he has a blindfold on. He's the guy that gave you the book.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he was aligned with these guys.
Same guy.
All right. But yeah, I definitely did not want to give up the book yet, but I do feel I've learned most of what I can from it. I've been studying it for like 3 months, so.
Although what they present does, some people will want to keep their magic, but in this world of technology, there's the door for embracing the magic of this world. I don't know how many will take their deal or just leave the old world behind.
From what I could read about the book, there wasn't a lot of magic in this world until the connection was made between the realm beyond the shadow and this one. At least that's what the book said, right?
The book mentions that magic comes from the other world.
Right. In other words, there was no magic on Earth before that.
That
Which
is
means-
not true.
That is not true. Okay, well then,
It just
that's
means,
why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
they're right.
yeah, it just means it came from their world.
All right, so what magic am I tapping into when I cast magic?
The magic of other world, the same magic everyone taps into.
Okay. Then, as far as I know, magic comes from the other world.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And
Am I
everything
fr-
I've learned since then has taught me that there is no magic on Earth before that.
There could be magic here. I
There
actually
could be
Wolfgang
magic
will,
here, but I haven't seen any evidence of it, have I?
It's true. You have not seen it.
well,
yet.
Wolfgang says aloud.
I've looked for it. I've asked you about it multiple times, but every time you've told me, no, you haven't found anything magical that didn't come from beyond the shadow.
I don't actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm continually on the lookout for it, though.
Yeah.
Good.
Because Wolfgang
That
points
means
out that
maybe
it'll
one
be.
day I might need to recharge.
Yeah. Because, well, that's just the thing. I've heard of legends of wizards and sorcerers of this world. Yet
Right.
you don't. Yet this
Of
world
course.
doesn't have any no grand sorcerers, no towers of ivory. Well, they do, but not for the same thing.
Well, they could have also, like, the stories of magic and sorcery from this world could well have been glimpses into the realm beyond the shadow and not been magic from our world.
Mm.
I mean, there's multiple explanations.
Oh
for
yeah, there
those-
definitely is. There
those-
definitely
For
is.
those legends.
But at this
and
point,
theories.
it's all speculation. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's fine.
Mimic.
Well-
All right, well, I guess we get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Elder Hollow. I have to speak with Lady Jessica and inform her about my quest. So, if you need me, just call me. I can be up on the you know how to get to me, so if you need me
course.
for anything, I can be up.
Yeah.
And also, I need to get some sleep because we just walked through a swamp and all of
I
that.
think I'd like to go up to the space station and take advantage of its computers.
Sure thing. Mimic, you wake up. You
How am I doing?
You're in some kind of bed, sort of floating. I guess he would just probably use zero gravity. I don't think he really has anything to make a bed for you. So you're just floating there, hooked up to some kind of machine. You come to. What did he do to you? Because you kind of picked your own
Yes.
adventure here.
So basically, excuse me, the whole technology bit has become sort of more infused with the nervous system, Kiria's nervous system and everything. So now when I use my power mimicry, it takes 2 stamina. And I have to roll 1d6, and if I get a 1 or 2, it doesn't work at all. It'll just kind of fizz out. So it's a little unpredictable, and it just draws more energy. However, my origin kind of shifts from trained to transformed as this becomes more than just technology, becomes integrated into my biology.
Yeah.
And we get +2 to power mimicry up to 9. So now if and it gets range, extended range. So I can draw if I don't have to touch to draw, and it's much more powerful.
So from touch to nearby.
Nice.
Yeah, I think there's close, and then extended, I think, was the next step. So,
Yes.
or whatever the next step is from touch. But yeah.
Yeah, personal. So this becomes close,
Close. Cool.
which means you don't have to touch them.
But I don't have to touch them, which is great.
That's great. That's a
Is
game
close
changer.
range up to 30 feet or something like that? Is that right?
Close range is close enough to hit them with a melee weapon.
Okay.
So you're still
So more
close, but you
10
don't
feet or
have
so.
to touch them. Though.
I don't have to reach out and actually grab them or anything. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to touch them. You just have to be there.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. And so that's what I've got going on now. Now I am more than
Excellent.
human.
As far as
so
what
to
he
speak.
physically did to you, he replaced a lot of your components. He couldn't remove it from your structure. It would have killed you. So he infused you with ore. So your components, they're kind of withdrawn into your body. They've become more fused, but he cleaned them up, and they're covered with ore now. So they're very well protected.
Okay.
And he also
nice.
explained that it is a much better at conducting magical energies, so you should be okay. You shouldn't have that problem again.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Godbot.
While
Even
you were
though
out,
there was... go ahead.
while you were out, I sensed portal activity on Earth.
Was it the others?
No, I still can't connect with them.
I see.
He'll show you on
where
a
was-
map. It came from downtown.
Downtown. Perfect. Okay, so assuming then that I'm recovered from this process, then can you want to try that teleport experiment again and get me down there?
Sure thing.
See,
Now, I must warn you. It might, and then you get teleported.
love that.
But you land on the street like in Terminator.
Okay.
It
Yep.
would be funny to make you naked, but I'm not gonna. It would be hilarious, but no.
Plus,
Saints Row
Terminators
moment.
don't teleport. They're moving through time. They're in the same place physically, geographically. They're just moving through time.
I don't know if that means you didn't teleport though.
Ooh.
Is teleport specifically space?
Yeah, because that would be time travel.
Right.
It's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
I was just mentioning they time travel. They don't
And
teleport.
that's based on our understanding of space and time, which are like infantile and hilarious. We're so
It's
fucking
also
dumb.
it's also completely choosing that time and space is relative to the Earth's surface, even though we know that our entire solar system is hurtling through the universe
Mhm.
at an
Really,
angle.
the Terminator
not
would have just
really
appeared
fast.
in the middle of
Right.
dark deep space where
Exactly.
Earth used to be.
Time
or-
travel just leave you floating in space somewhere,
Not
either
my
forward or backward.
universe.
unless you account.
Everything's
Everything's flat in
The universe is Terra-centric. Wait, hold on.
the Earth.
Well, you can account for
is
that, but
flat.
it would mean you teleporting as well as traveling.
Yeah, the
through
end
space.
boss of this game
To
is
keep you on the
fighting the
Earth.
world turtle
Nice.
Sick.
for the right to hold the disc of existence. Yeah. So
What a campaign!
don't make me.
Nobody wants to do it. It's just like, no, flat Earth's not real, and the whole time you just keep making it real.
God, it'd be so fun. Oh man, maybe next time. So yeah, Kiria Bentor, aka Mimic, you are downtown with a burst of like crackling energy. Some people are like, oh,
Sorry, don't mind me.
whoa, dude, you like totally came out of the ether.
Yeah. Definitely, that's what happened.
Here's a coupon.
What's the coupon to?
Threefold pizza.
Oh, hell yeah.
Party on. And he'll leave.
All right.
That
That wasn't too bad.
It was a Asian stoner in a Hawaiian shirt with a pizza hat and
We all
fingerless
recognize
gloves.
that character.
Nice. And I got a coupon, so definitely going to use that later.
He hangs out downtown. Yeah. But last time you saw him, you were in front of the building of Archon. That is where you are now. You're in front of Archon. You can see the tower right across the street.
This is where the portal activity was?
Presumably. Yeah, I mean, he can communicate with you pretty directly. This is where the portal activity was.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry
Okay,
I
thanks.
wasn't able
I'll
to
take a look
finish
around.
my warning to you. Was it
That's okay.
was it hilarious?
It was hilarious, actually. I see you've been doing your research.
Yes. I have been doing my research. You'll see Godbot on the marquee at some comedy club. Yeah, so you're across from Archon, and that is where the portal activity. What's your plan here? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to poke around. I don't want to go into Archon specifically. First, I'm going to try and hit everybody up one more time, see if anybody's line catches. Otherwise,
So,
I'm going to poke around and see if something looks out of
finally-
the ordinary.
Finally, y'all are trying to call each other. This is around the time that you are in the restaurant. You're finally able to get a hold of Mimic. I don't care who you talk to.
Who are you calling?
It's a
Ghostbusters.
four-way chat.
I-
Facebook Messenger style.
I flip phone. Try again. No.
Yeah, just did like a group. Yeah, just ring you all at the same time. Christian speaker, annoyingly.
We're like, Mimic, where have you been? Are you okay? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I have the same to say about you all. I'm okay. My tech was acting up, but I got help from Godbot, and it's much better now. So,
It's 4
but you.
a.m. Why are you calling it 4 a.m.? And I'll just join the line.
What time is it? What time is it for me?
It's like night. It is nighttime, but it's not 4 a.m.
It's not 4 a.m.
It's like
like
9:30.
3 a.m. somewhere.
It's like
Well,
9:30.
the pasta at that place sucked, so I came to Italy, and I got full, and now I'm trying to sleep it off.
Can't like one of you sleep it off. Look, you all fell off the radio. Even the Godbot couldn't spot you guys for a moment there. Where were you?
Well, we were in some interdimensional library. It's hard to describe, but we were in a whole
Yeah.
nother realm.
So
It wasn't even beyond the shadow, as far as I know. It was an in-between place.
Son of a bitch, Gary. I said it was 9 at night. You said it's 4 a.m. there? That is, in fact, the time difference between Central Standard Time and Italy.
Why don't you go ahead and get yourself a Dungeon Master boon then?
That's just all kinds of magic.
That's amazing.
Serendipitous.
Yeah.
That's just prepping for the joke, baby. Good job.
That's good stuff.
Amazing.
But yeah, you are able
Yes.
to get a hold of your friends.
Yes, we were. They were helping me with a quest with the court to even a favor, and it is now even. Well, I'm even with them. We will likely be. I may be able to ask of their help more easily the next time
Well, that's good.
if we need it.
And you know,
Yeah.
knowing us, we probably will. At some
Yeah,
point.
he's building his relationship with those ne'er-do-wells. But, they're not exactly evil. They're just ne'er-do-wells.
Hey, I was a ne'er-do-well once upon a time. Mind you, I was a child at the time, but all the same, I can sort of relate to them in a. It's almost nostalgic being in a place like this.
You're
Except
all a bunch
far
of
less evil.
You're all a
far
bunch of
less-
ne'er-do-wells blowing up my phone at 4 in the morning.
Well,
Here's
listen, I
this 4 in
need
the
you to come
morning
over.
Here where we live.
It's not, and I'm gonna need you all to jump over here where it's what 9 something, and
Where are you at?
I'm right outside of Archon. Godbot
Like I'm
detected
landing
a
down next door.
the Godbot detected portal activity just outside of where I'm at. So I'm gonna ping you each my location if you don't have it already, and I think we need to investigate.
Wolfgang, you'll feel a tugging at your leg, and you look down, and there's the crowbar with arms and legs, eyes and a smile, and it'll wave its arm forward, and a portal will open up for you to walk through.
I keep
I
wanting
try to kick the crowbar through the portal.
It works, and it goes through.
Just it's almost instinctual. Kick it. Oh shoot. Oh well, he'll be fine, right? Wait, he's gone. Run through the portal.
Then the two of you on the other side see a crowbar with arms and legs come plinking out onto the ground, and then behind it, Wolfgang hops through the portal, and the portal seals.
Oops, sorry.
You see an Asian man wearing a Hawaiian shirt standing near a trash can, look at his slice of pizza, then look at you guys, and he throws out his pizza.
Oh, this is going bad.
Some bad za, brah.
Bad mushrooms.
Get
So
your next pie without the shrooms.
you were all reunited. I keep wanting to make Wolfgang roll to not go insane from all the furniture having faces, but
I'm from another world.
that's right.
That is a thing that happens. I just don't like it when it jumps on my leg and talks
Fair.
to me.
Have some mimic PTSD come up.
Yeah. Crowbar mimic, no.
After Duskwing lands, he'll stalk a little closer to Mimic and put a wing around her for a moment. Are you sure you're okay?
You look a bit
Yes,
different.
yes. Thank you.
Your implants are kind of glowy.
Yeah. Well, the Godbot had to he had to rework a lot of the tech, so a lot of it burnt out, a lot of it was fizzing, as far as I understand anyway. And he infused it with ore. So
Oh, that orichalcum stuff of his. Okay.
the orichalcum. What color was that orichalcum, by the way?
It's like chrome.
like a chromish.
It's
Okay,
like
so
silver.
where there once was like a light here in the next spot, especially, is now just like that silver orichalcum.
It's all very smooth and curvy and alien looking.
It's a little bit bulkier, and then it's like a little bit bulkier on like the wrist parts as well. But it looks smooth, and it like matches the suit and everything. You know.
All right. I withdraw my wing and I say, well, if you have any unusual side effects, be sure to let me know. Maybe I can run a magic diagnostic or something. Cast a detect magic and see if there's anything I can do to help.
It's a good point. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are standing in front of the office buildings across the street from.
So what are we doing here?
Archon.
Yeah.
Something to do with a portal, wasn't it?
So their Godbot detected portal activity over here, which since I didn't know where y'all were, I figured I'd check out. And hitting you guys
Well, it
up,
wasn't
we're all
us.
here, so
That wasn't
sounds
you,
like
right?
It would have been.
Investigate.
It wasn't me, and it wasn't me. I did teleport here.
I
The
point at
Godbot's
Mr.
working on
Crowbar.
some-
Hey, Mr. Italy, was it you?
Nope, not me. I was in Italy.
All of you were in Italy?
Well, one of me was in Italy, one of me is a crate that was left back in the square, and one of me is a crowbar, and one's on the space station. So, I wasn't at Archon.
I cast my big detect magic and scan the building from outside of it.
You do not detect any magic.
Okay. It could be technological, of course. But, you know.
Well, like any great dragon, we could simply parlay.
We do have friends here at Archon. We
We
could
do?
We could call up the other heroes.
Oh.
Maybe that's their new transport system they've been testing.
Do you
I'll
want to
guess
try to
they-
communicate
that's
with the new champions?
Sure.
Do we know where their actual headquarters is? Like the door they fly out of?
We do not. I don't think we
It is kind of like public. It's like how the Avengers Tower is. Honestly, now that I think about it, they probably just like come out of a hole up top. They probably have like one of those landing pads and all that fancy stuff.
The crowbar with arms, legs, eyes, and a mouth will open a portal and signal to you guys. We could take the fast way in.
I'm just going to say that would probably be incredibly rude to show up unannounced like that. Why don't we try calling them first? After all, they might have defense systems that automatically attack us if we just show up unannounced.
We could call them. We can give them a ring and see if they pick up.
So there are several avenues through which to try to contact them, if that is what you wish to do. You might be able to get in contact with Mary. You do have past dealings with her, and Artemis might be reachable by Gary. You can also try their hotline.
I'll try calling the Mary, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I'll flip on my phone and scroll through my contacts, hit the 5 button to select it, and wait. Flip phone. It's in a contact list.
Hello?
This is Wolfgang Aidendale.
Are you calling from a flip phone?
Yes, it's technology. It's the first one I bought. I have a somewhat affectation for it.
Okay.
Sorry to disturb you at this late hour, but I was wondering if it was all possible to speak with you. Myself and the rest of our little band of heroes wishes to ask a few questions about something. If it would not be too much of an ask.
Well, I'm currently in the tower. You want to schedule a time to come by?
As soon as possible would be quite nice.
Can you be here before 10?
I believe we can be here before 10. I say, looking at the crowbar.
And the portal is still open. I haven't closed it yet. I'm just looking at you guys on the phone. I haven't walked through, though.
You see Mary looking through the portal. Hey. Well, I guess since
Wave.
you're already halfway in, I mean, she hangs up and she's like, "Just come on through. What do you?"
Okay.
Well, it's
I was wrong apparently, but hey.
It's only polite to announce oneself before entering
Yeah, but-
domicile.
Yeah, but you already opened the portal. It's like,
Well, you can always tell us to close it.
sure. she'll just kind of awkwardly.
Don't worry, they don't really get it. They don't really have portals. They wanted me to call somebody on a phone.
Are you still a crowbar?
Yeah, I'm still a crowbar, arms, legs, eyes, and a mouth.
I'll step through as Duskwing, of course, and say, thank you for your gracious invitation.
Don't mention it. But she'll
You guys got any snacks?
she'll open the door. Yeah. You can just she'll point to she points to like a tablet that's on the wall. So you can just order whatever you want.
Please do not eat the tablet.
Yeah. But she is not wearing her suit. Her legs are robotic, you can see, but you can see like the fusion of her and machine at her like waist, under her shirt. She's wearing a t-shirt. She's just like kind of dressed casually, but you can see the damage that's been done to her body in this state. So, was there something specific I could help you with?
I've been led to believe that there's some sort of, other than this one, portal activity that's happened within the building.
Portal activity.
Yeah, it seemed like an anomaly on our scanners, so we just wanted to check in and see if maybe it was your guys' tech or whatever, and we want to make sure there's no interference.
Well,
If we're really unlucky, maybe you guys are being robbed and don't even know it. Like someone else with portal technology could be doing something nefarious, in which case we'll love to give you a heads up about it. But it could also, as you said, maybe you're testing your own transporter system. I don't know. But our sensors picked it up. We thought we should check it out.
she'll cross her arms. She'll like kind of look upwards. Mavis. Yes, Mary. How can I help you? Can you do a full security check of the building for me? Just a moment. You'll hear some like whirring noises.
Is Mavis your AI?
All's well, as always, Mary. Yeah, Mary's my AI.
Does
Or,
it
not-
stand for something?
Mavis. Sorry.
Yeah. Does it stand for something? Like, is it an acronym for something?
Yeah, Machine and Intelligence Verification System.
Machine Advanced Verification Intelligence System?
Yeah.
I'll flip open my phone and I'll try to call Godbot, which is more me calling a satellite and then him seeing that I'm trying to call him.
Yes, Wolfgang.
Hello. I was about to apologize for the hour, but you don't sleep. Sorry. Anyway, you said there was portal activity in this facility we're in?
Yes.
Do you happen to know where exactly?
I cannot get a vertical vector on it.
Can you get flatland X coordinates?
Yes.
Flat.
You get a text message.
It's somewhere on the vertical of blah 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 dot blah coordinates.
Yeah, it's like a Bitly link that like you have to sign in to like look at because of how old your phone is.
It's on this link, I say, because
We're all
fun. You probably
like
couldn't do it.
squinting, trying to look at your phone at the
Mavis.
line. It's
We're all crowded around him too.
Mary calls Mavis, and she just like does the Iron Man thing and like puts your screen up on the screen.
For a second, I thought she was
thank
the
you.
Iron Man thinking just blasting my phone. The hell?
Well, if I cross-reference this with Powered being drawn, I can probably find where this is. She starts going into it. Yeah, the lab's up on the 10th floor.
Swirl, portal to the 10th floor.
Do you mind if we check it out for you?
After
We probably should.
Since you, I mean, that's some pretty classified stuff there. Maybe I should call down first.
That would warn whoever's going.
people
Whoever's
and you're
doing some
calling.
nefarious to get away.
He's called a satellite. The satellite had to respond. They sent an image. He had to sign in with the link. All this calling. Whoever broke into your facility will be long gone if we don't go check it out. Step through the portal and we'll follow you.
I walk through the portal.
She'll like put out her arms. She'll suit up.
If Wolfgang goes through, I go in after him. I don't
Pretty
let
much
him
just
go
like an
along.
Iron Man. And she'll walk through as well.
The crowbar will be the last one through, and the portal closes behind.
Oh man, I should have stuck the crowbar into the continuum and charged you with magic.
I was thinking about it. I was like, is he going to try, and what is that going to do to me?
Probably nothing good. And, I killed one of the... Puff! Oh, I killed one of the clones. Whoops.
Imbue one clone with magic.
No, it's an aphrodisiac when you stick an arm through it. So.
Man.
That's why the weird guy had it.
No.
Yeah, so you all exit onto a lab floor with the sterile white hallways and the thick glass windows. And you can see somebody doing something with some sort of gate over there.
Is this that same lab that I had snuck into all those, like a year ago or something?
It looks
when I first
the
found
same.
those batteries?
It looks the same.
Okay.
But, one lab looks like another lab. And she'll lead the way. Like, I really wish we'd called down, because they might just be doing an experiment. But she'll go into one of the labs. There'll be a man standing there with a clipboard looking at this archway.
How's the shield feeling?
It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, there's like a bit of a warble.
But that's because I'm around powered people.
You're around powered people, science can be dangerous inherently.
Yeah.
You've noticed a similar warble when you like walk past high voltage equipment.
Don't touch this high voltage thing. Thank you, Shield. I thank you for the tutorial message. Do not touch high powered things.
You can't come in here. Oh, Mary, I didn't know you were bringing guests. Is this a hostage situation? He'll kind of look around.
Perish the thought.
I also look around.
Aren't they those hero guys?
I look around and say, that's right, we are hero guys. Completely trustworthy.
Not a
Wolfgang
hostage
Aidendale.
situation.
Oh, sorry,
Yes.
I interrupted you.
No, you're just the only one who introduced yourself. The rest of us just stood there.
I'm pretty sure my presence announces myself pretty well.
That's right.
Well, none of you are supposed to be down here without... Did they sign the NDAs, or... No?
I'm a
Okay.
crowbar, and I'm not sure that tools have to sign NDAs.
He's gonna look at you. How are you alive?
He's a tool, all right.
And he's gonna start... He's gonna poke you.
Oh, great. Now he's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
We had detected a friend of ours detected portal activity within the building.
And the friends.
We just wanted to investigate what it was to make sure everything was okay. Frankly, since it was
we were concerned as to the nature of the teleport signature activity that we detected, and we wanted to make sure everything was good here. You guys weren't like being robbed by teleporters or something.
Gotcha.
I guess not. We should go.
This is why they have like warrants and stuff, right? He'll
If we were of the
say that
sheriff's-
looking at all of you annoyed.
I'm a crowbar. I don't need a warrant.
I
don't work with the constabulary, and if I waited for the time it would take to get the proper writs, and you were being attacked or robbed, you may be already perished or burgled. So,
did you try calling?
Not even a person.
We did call. We called Mary.
what is it, pray tell, you were working on? You don't have to get into specifics. It is a trade secret or some nonsense, but
It's a portal.
Where's it go?
It's classified.
Can I go through it?
No.
I'm not a person.
Well, with the new laws going into place, with all the superhero beings and whatnot, it's, redefining what's a person and stuff.
Mary, can I please go through the portal?
I wouldn't.
I'll turn and ask her.
Oh, so it's not on right now, but this is you shouldn't be here.
I would ask you quite
very
kindly
insistent.
to please turn it on.
It
We're
makes-
not going to go through it. I just need to see something with my own eyes.
It's really weird when you say that we shouldn't be here, also, because I see a cart over there, I see a computer over there, and I'm just a regular crowbar. I see a fire extinguisher in the hallway, I see some doors. If the doors can be here, I don't know why I can't be here.
Really?
And I'll cross my little crowbar arms.
That's
So you could
One of the
continue
weirdest
arguing
things.
with the crowbar
Yeah.
about its rights,
Mhm.
or you could just open the portal, let me see it, and then I can go away.
well, you are.
They might stay here, but that makes me go away.
Okay. But you just
No,
stand
the
up-
crowbar will go too, because I'll take him with me.
You have to stand on the other side of that glass.
Yeah, I'm not a real fan of radiation. That sounds good to me.
He
I'll
also
go
goes
walking
and
through
stands
the
behind
side.
it too. Yeah.
When I see him do it, there's a moment of, oh, this is a bad idea to stay here. Doot, 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 doot. I know enough technology in this world to go, oh wait, this could actually hurt me.
I bring the crowbar with me
I'm gonna give some space here too. Yeah.
because I know that he's really a person, and enough radiation can kill him, even if he's just a crowbar right now.
Or at least irradiate him.
Yeah,
Which that would be bad too.
I'm sure
right.
it would be.
Well,
Then he becomes Crowbar Man. Completely different hero.
So we can get this illegal search over with. Everybody ready?
Hmm.
Okay. It hasn't
Put
exploded
safety
in a
goggles
while,
on.
so I think this should be good. And he'll push a button, and you see him kind of flinch.
When he says it hasn't exploded in a while, I begin casting a defensive spell. I won't finish it till next round, but I'm putting
Nice.
I
something
can
in
pull
place to protect us.
I'll pull my shield off my back on that. It's like,
Yeah, it's wiggling a little stronger now. So there'll be a loud clap, and a wom, wom, and you'll see a hole open up in the universe.
What's on the other side of the portal that we can see?
It looks like space.
Oh. Well, I hope it's not just wide open, because that would suck all our, atmosphere out.
I mean, only if the vacuum can travel through the space or through the hole.
Right.
Let me go check it out. I'm saying this to Duskwing. He has full control over whether or not he lets me go.
Yeah.
can you survive in space?
Of course. I spent tons of time in space. That's how I found Adam.
You realize this could destroy this body. This isn't,
That's all right. I can
this
summon
isn't
another
anything
one.
everywhere prime, right?
The real me is in Italy still.
Okay.
The
I,
crowbar
I
will
reach
whisper
out around
to
the
you.
glass and I quiz it into the, quiz it right into the portal.
With your super strength, I half expect you to overdo it. You go, and it just implants into the wall.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to do that.
Fling it right into the portal if I can.
Your hand has cancer.
Oh no!
It's
No,
a
remember I
paw,
put up
thank
a
you very
defensive
much.
spell. I did put up a defensive spell now.
That's right.
You put up a
Ward
defense
against-
against cancer.
Yeah, he put up ward against cancer. That's exactly
You can
right.
cast that whole time and you haven't been. You're a
Yeah, right.
No,
Just go to a hospital wing and
You're on
help
my
out.
ass.
Curing affliction.
I'm just messing with you. So you wing the crowbar through the portal. Yeah, you're in space now.
I wonder if we can use Godbot to figure out where in space he is.
So the portal
Because we sure ain't going to be able to go get him.
is going to close. Uh-oh.
Whee!
He'll be all right.
That
He's a crowbar. He'll be fine.
I think we just
We
killed
may
your
not
friend,
see him for
guys.
50,000 years, but he'll be fine.
I think we just killed him.
He's fine.
He'll be okay. It's a little. Don't worry about it. He'll be fine.
Well-
We're gonna. So you know, Doctor, I presume, we are gonna be detecting these the portal activity from here on our systems. We've been detecting it at least, and so whatever you're doing here might be sending signals out on the other side too. So just be careful.
It's nothing on the
That's a
other
very
side.
good point.
Just space.
Yeah. If we're sending out signals here from where you're creating the portal, it is a good thought to think that maybe where you're creating the portal is creating a disturbance that can be detected by something.
Just saying,
there.
I've watched a lot of movies.
Scholar,
I
there
would
is much
say
beyond
Too
the
many
terror.
movies.
See, do you want tentacles to happen? That's how tentacles happen.
He's right.
From the other world, there are legends of things greater and vaster than what walks on the terra firma. Caution is never a bad thing.
And with that, we'll get the hell out of here like we promised.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
I get on my phone and I call another body for anything everywhere to come and get us.
Come
Please-
down from the space station.
Please
Yeah,
don't come
since
back.
the,
He'll say.
Hopefully we don't have to.
We were only worried about you, but okay.
No
Mary, thank you
promises.
very much for your time.
I look to Mary and kind of just
Sorry
duck
for
my
the
head at her.
imposition.
I told you it could have just been a phone call. But yeah, she'll.
I tried a phone call first, but these guys really wanted to come in.
Can't throw a crowbar through a portal from a phone.
That's true. Everywhere, anywhere, everywhere. So you're in space, but you can teleport. Do you come back
Yes.
or what?
Yep, I do. And after just a few minutes, too. 45 seconds, maybe a minute and a half. Enough time for them to finish their scene and have their conversation, and I'm leaving with them, helping them leave.
Yeah, she'll take you back to the top of the tower where their headquarters is. Yeah, I guess just make yourselves at home until he gets back. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Oh, you were of plenty of help. It kept him from your presence kept him from calling the guards, which is the
I
usual
believe-
response when I break into a building.
I can't believe with all this money that Archon has, you guys still skimp out and buy the small cereals. And I'll come out of their break room with like a big basket of small cereals.
Those. I mean, we had the big cereals too.
I just, these small cereals, they're almost a slap in the face. You can get better for your people with this. We'll take these small cereals off your hands so that you guys can get some upgrades. And I'll open a portal and... All right, guys, let's get out of here.
I'm gonna reach over and grab an apple off the counter and then step to the portal.
I just go through, shaking my head.
Wolf King just gives them both a look, like, what the hell? Nods his head at Mary. Good day. He goes to the portal.
And I'm the last one, and I look at her dead in the eyes and say, I'm taking these small cereals. And I walk backwards through the portal.
Portal closes. You're back on the space station?
Yeah.
All
Hey, guys,
right.
I got a cereal for the space station.
We could just
If
get
I-
that from a store.
Whoa, yeah, hell yeah, Mimic gets it.
Oh yeah,
Please
absolutely.
do not spill that.
That's half the
Did
fun
you-
of
did
eating
you get
cereal in
milk?
space.
Did you
Well, I
bring
thought-
milk?
Don't
They
you just
didn't have-
add water to them?
I wouldn't have water
Wolfgang.
for cereal.
Wolfgang,
not?
no. Is that what you've been doing since you've been on Earth?
Well, yeah, it's grains.
Oh, my
You
friend.
just soften it with water.
This is inappropriate.
No, you need almond milk.
Almonds can't be milk. That's silly.
Yeah, that's just nut water. What are you
Wait,
talking about?
I assure you, almond milk is delicious and it's good for you.
Almonds
And
have no udders.
If you
They
have
cannot
an
have milk.
allergy or a problem with, actual cow's milk, it gets around that.
Oh, it's like that coconut milk thing. I didn't know you could do that to almonds. Oh.
It's a whole process. You can look it up on the internet.
Flips open phone, thinks better of it, closes phone.
Godbot
Anyway.
will provide you with a list of things that can become milk.
It isn't
Thanks.
actually milk, but anyway, they just call it almond.
It's a very long list.
Right.
It's an uncomfortable
So-
list, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
Very uncomfortable list. I'm pretty sure they're all mammals.
Everything everywhere. Where did you happen to go?
It's really dark. This deep space.
Oh, it was just in random deep space. It wasn't like near
couldn't-
the planet or anything.
I can still see. I'm just whoever chucked me, and I look over at Duskwing. Whoever chucked me gave me a real good spin, so it's kind of hard to get my bearings. I'm flipping real fast.
I was going to ask you. Sorry about the spin, but
No problem. No, it was fun at first.
Did you ever get like astronomical training so that you understand where you are in space in relation to the Earth at any given time when you're out there?
No, I'm just
So in
figuring
other
it
words,
out as I go.
anytime you're out in space, you have two things: I'm way the fuck out there, and I'm here, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
How do you ever make it back here?
I just teleport back.
So you know how to come back just intrinsically because you just know where home is?
I think that's how that works, yeah.
I can teleport
Okay.
back, that's
It
right.
is, after all.
The problem
Fair
they're
enough.
having is that they need to know how to do the math, and they don't.
And there are still three other
Because
me's
no one
here to help
does.
guide me home. If all the me's were lost in deep space, it might get confusing.
Did it ever occur to you that if you took the time to get some of that mathematical and astronomics training, that you could like do a lot of good
Man, poop noises. No, thank you,
Or,
Duskwing.
navigational knowledge in the future?
No, I didn't have to do things like pay a lot of attention in class because I could do a bunch of stuff at once, which was a little bit more important. So, yeah, science, math, no thanks.
Okay.
This is why the superpowered of this world worry me so. They don't have to train like heroes from my world do, or even the mages, or the thieves, or basically anyone.
No, it's awesome. to be
well, the
fully
kings.
powered.
I'm self-training. I hope that means something to you, Wolfgang.
Oh, it does. Not that there's anything wrong with having intrinsic power. I'm just not used to people having incredible power.
And no
Without-
sense of responsibility for it at all.
Well, no training. It's more what I'm pointing at. Without the training, you can run into weird potholes in your way. Weird
Yeah, I had
potholes,
to-
weird pitfalls.
I
Same.
had to train a long time to be able to handle one conversation at a time. Do you know what it's like being everything and anywhere?
But
It's
you weren't always
harder.
everything everywhere. You were
No, I
always
was
teleported.
I was 8 people,
Changed around.
living 8 separate lives, unable to sleep, unable to focus, unable to enjoy or anything. It's horrible to be 8 people at once.
Oh, so you did study. Oh, I
And
thought
you
it was
make
something that came
and you
from
make it
the
happen. So wonderful.
Some training comes naturally, I suppose.
It's all in the personality.
And therein lies the rub. All right. I get on the computers and I start looking stuff up.
What are you looking at?
Well, I'm going to spend some time, but I'm actually trying to catch up with the latest news worldwide about unusual events. Things going on in the news. Not just like regular things like the wars in other places in the world that we all hate.
Here's something that's probably
The strange stuff.
super strange. Soccer players who play soccer professionally without diving.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
miraculous. Never happened in history. Sorry, shots at professional soccer. You're all a bunch of wimps.
I get it.
What are the rest of
I'm
you
okay.
doing during the Google-thon?
Not watching soccer because it sucks.
I'm
No,
looking
good.
for like information about other hero spots in the world or other supernatural events or things of that nature going on that we may not have been paying attention to, basically. I'm just going to take my time to apprise myself of what the hell's going on in the world we should probably be paying some attention to that I haven't been.
Wolfgang's probably going to give a call to the person closest to Lady Jessica to try to loop them in on what the Crimson Cord's up to. Like the fact that they have to continue him and what he thinks they intend to do with it. Just so they know, just so Eldritch Hollow knows what's going on, or at least their leadership, their heroes know.
We'll take care of that phone call in a minute. What about you, Mimic?
I am kind of just stretching and getting used to the new kind of weirdness that it feels having this tech and taking a moment here while everyone's doing these other things to be glad to be back with the crew, so to speak.
I have prepared you a user's manual.
Oh, it's better than I got from the military.
But yeah, he'll let you look at some stuff. What about you, everywhere?
As the camera is getting ready to cut to the commercial break, you see a large wooden crate just laying in the park in Eldritch Hollow, and there's just crickets.
And you're full of cats. I can't imagine you're not full of cats. Yeah, and so that is where we're going to take our break. Thank you everyone for watching so far. It's been fun. We will be right back.
Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Icons from Steve Kenson. Still your game master, Johanna.
Still the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. It's me, Casualty CDG, but I'll be playing the role of anything, anywhere, a duplicating shapeshifter that can turn into basically anything and teleport anywhere.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I'll be reprising my role once again, as always, as Wolfgang Aidendale, the hero from beyond the shadow.
That's right. And me, Aaron Bamier, also known out there as Aaron Dippity Doo, coming back again as Kyria Bentor, also known as Mimic.
And it's me, Rune. I'm nobody important, just the way I like it. But tonight, I am playing Duskwing the Dangerous with these fine, fantastic, phenomenal folks. Shall we begin?
From that foundation of lies.
Fuck you,
Was I lying when I called y'all fantastic, phenomenal, fantabulous?
One of us is not those things, but I'll let the audience figure out who.
This is gay. He's gay, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm playing with him too. He's the game master. He's one of the players.
Well, once you get
Is
to
he,
know
though?
me, I'm a huge piece of shit. Alright, hey.
Awesome on the outside, sour on the inside.
And sour on the outside.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like one of those sour keys. Anyway.
Yeah, and also rotten. Also rotten on the inside and outside, and sour. Rotten and sour all over, really.
Hard and
Really
crispy
just-
on the outside.
Lucky
Soft,
for me,
warm.
rotten and sour are two of my favorite flavors, and that's why I'm the co-host.
This sounds like the worst candy ever.
Well, he literally said, once you get to know me, I'm a huge piece of shit. So I'm
Mhm.
like hard and crusty on the outside,
No.
soft and warm on the inside.
way after soft and warm.
Uh-huh.
And full
Way
of
further
corn.
down
So
the road.
what's going on, Johanan? How
Yeah,
are we
weren't we
doing?
going to play a game tonight? What
We're
happened?
talking about flies and maggots, and it's
This really
just
No,
took a
please.
turn.
I was enjoying the speculation
How
of...
quick-
infested, really.
How quickly it falls apart.
I was enjoying the speculation of what resides inside the core of my being. Yeah.
Grapes.
So, it's not grapes. It's wine. I'm complaining. All right, so yeah, all of you are on the
Some
space
cheese.
station. You're doing Google searches. Go ahead and do your phone call to Lady Jessica Corbinian. These are always really fun, and I don't like skipping them because they're
A
hilarious.
side note, we use Bing to search on this station.
Sure.
Alta Vista. What are you talking about?
We'll never settle for second best.
They don't have Google in this dimension.
Yeah, so I call the. I think I end up calling the sheriff first. She's the one with an actual phone. And then say,
Yeehaw! I'm just kidding.
Renaissance Fair, not Western Fair. Anyway, this is Wolfgang Aidendale. Was seeking to speak with Lady Jessica about a development.
You want me to go get her for you?
I would much appreciate it. Yes, you may want to stay near the phone. It would apply to all of you champions of the town as well.
You forget the name of the town, okay?
Oh, I was thinking the name of their group. I forgot what they're champions of. Or
They're the
something like
Defenders
that.
of the Realm.
Defenders of the Realm. Sorry, my brain.
No, you're good. It's easy to forget. Yeah, they'll call to order. We'll expedite that process. Yeah, we're all here, Wolfgang.
So, I was sent on a quest to even out a debt I owed to the Crimson Court, and in the process of doing that, I retrieved an item known as Continuum. I believe I brought it up to you briefly from a schematic. It is now in their possession, and they have secreted it somewhere. And my understanding of their intentions is to help continue to provide magic for those who want it for a fee, as it seems magic is, according to them, fading, or at least the magic of our world is anyway. Its tenuous connection to this technological place.
Yeah, Curio here, and I have been noticing a diminishing in the vigor of our magical items here on this world. Perhaps I need to reach out to these Crimson Courtiers.
If you need any letters of recommendation or any assistance at all, certainly come down and try to smooth those along. We have an honorable agreement between dishonorable people, to put it that way. So perhaps we'll have a amicable arrangement as heroes have had in the other world here, at least among the Crimson Court. I can't speak for the criminal element of native to this place. I don't know very many of them.
Strange times indeed, Wolfgang. Strange times indeed. And then the sheriff will speak up. Is there anything else that you needed to talk to us about?
Just a side bit of information. It seems the people of the Archon are working on some sort of... you're familiar with the portaling ability of Everything Everywhere?
How could we not be?
Well, it seems there's a technological equivalent that's being worked on by the people of this realm. We're sort of trying to do it up here, but they're also doing it there as well.
As long as they're not trying to reach back into shadow. That will be Lady Jessica speaking. And I have sensed no such disturbances.
I made sure to inspect the place personally to ensure that the portal... My understanding is it seems to be just going to empty space.
If they were reaching back into shadow, what would that look like for somebody whose eyes could see it if they were flipping, say, 300 times a second or so?
Well,
hypothetically.
Passing through shadow is a full sensory experience. It is not simply that you would see, but you would also feel, hear, smell, and taste things from your past and possibly things from your future.
What would it feel like for a crowbar, theoretically?
A crowbar?
He can transform into animate objects.
Well, whatever senses are availed of your crowbar, I'm sure would be fully utilized by the shadow.
I'll report back.
You don't remember anything like that happening. You're pretty sure you were just in space. But she's describing the tunnel from Willy Wonka.
Is it flowing? Anyway,
no, please do it, Corbett.
I need the line in front of me. But all right. But those are the two things of particular note since we last spoke. I did meet with some grand wizard or archivist in the swamps. That's where I got the item from.
Sorry, is that something that goes over your head because you're Canadian?
Oh, that's what you think I'm talking. No,
Yeah,
we don't say grand wizard down
in the swamp.
I'm claiming those words back. They don't get to have it. Right?
That's true. I think that's totally fair.
I don't
We're
know.
just people in bed sheets who think they're very funny.
We did not meet them in the swamps of Louisiana, so that's the big difference here. Is we met a grand wizard in the swamp of Crossroads.
Meaning the Grand Wizard of the Swamp is an iffy sentence at best. But yeah. It's you. So you met an Archmage in the Everglades. How wonderful.
Yes.
What a different sentence.
But yes, he allowed us into his archive and allowed us to procure the device if we were able. So there is someone who is managing or allowing access to the items for those who are willing to be amicable. So I may be able to go back there again if we need some item of legend.
This Archmage, how did he appear?
He appeared, as I recall, much in the modern suit of this era, like a three-piece suit, tie, and all that. But his visage, and Wolfgang would do his best to describe what he looked like when he saw him.
Yeah, so you described the man. He was, very suave suit, slick back hair, very proper. For the record, someone tried to put Grand Wizard in the chat, and the censors caught it. So that's
nice.
It's not
Wow.
It's not just us. Yeah, I'm surprised that the censors stopped it. Yeah,
Good on Twitch for that
good
one.
on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you'll describe this the man to her. Where did you say you met with him again?
It was in the Everglades. There was a portal of sorts into his pocket dimension. I presume it was a pocket dimension. I'm not entirely... I'm no mage, so I don't know as much as you might.
Perhaps he would speak with me. Thank you, Wolfgang.
Good night and good luck with whatever you do.
Yeah.
And I'll close up the phone.
For the
and-
record, they were all standing around a flip phone that was on like a tree stump on speaker. Just so everyone's clear about what was going on in that scene.
I'm probably the most technologically advanced out of all of us. That's because I have technology 1 as one of my specialties.
The
I
only-
bothered to learn about tech a bit.
The only person on their side that kind of knows is the sheriff. She's
Yeah.
she's the most acclimated.
When she learned what a gun was, she's like, "Oh man,
Oh yeah,
I
she
want
was
one
all
of
about.
those.
She was all about that. Yeah.
it's a crossbow that you don't have to reload every shot. That's amazing."
Yeah, she's pretty good with her gun. Yeah. So that could potentially have been important. Yeah, for sure. And then you were searching Bing, right? Right.
According to Gary, I was searching Bing.
Yeah,
I
searching
God
thought I
dang
was
it,
using
man.
Gargle.
Gargle. Oh, that's another really good one. I didn't
Let's
realize
see.
they were using Gargle here.
Can't use Gargle. We're sponsored by Bing.
It's Micro Shaft Gargle. Come on.
Micro Chef Gargle. I love it. You take out like a Chef Boyardee can, chug it down, start to gargle it, and that's how you search.
Not
Come on, you
quite.
Philistines! You're using Mozilla, obviously.
But yes, I'm attempting some technological wizardry because I want to be actually good at this. I'd like to cast a spell on myself first, and give myself that ability to interface directly with computers really
What
well
level?
again. Let's go for level 7. I think level 7 should be good enough. My control magic power roll is a 10.
So, for whatever reason, as you try to draw magical energies to yourself here in space, you have trouble. Kind of fizzles out.
I call out, "Hey Godbot, is your special ore or other technological stuff create trouble for magic?"
It is possible.
Okay. Well, let me give this another shot. I will attempt to cast the spell again. Exact same roll.
Yeah, your magic fizzles and fades. You never really
Well,
tried
okay,
to
I
cast
just-
in space.
I guess I just do it with my natural ability then. I just try to use my own ability with computers. Which I assume that's going to be intellect?
Yes.
Okay. Now I roll a maximum roll. 10. Would have been great if that had been based on magic control, on my technological control power instead, though.
Got
Oh, well.
10. Yeah, so not too bad. You were able to, pick up the news and whatnot. Anything in particular
Anything
you're looking
particularly
for?
exciting, interesting? Like I said, I'm looking for supernatural stuff. That is
Supernatural stuff.
well, not necessarily magical. Supernatural in the sense it could be metahuman as well. Like what's going on in the world of metahuman supernatural events.
So you're just kind of checking in down below. Yeah, I mean, so
Find out there's stuff that we should have been paying attention to that we haven't been.
in the past, this past few months, yeah, things have begun to spread. There's definitely hero activity in a lot of other cities now. There are people experimenting with all the new sciences that are available. Archon tech has gone worldwide. There's a lot of that going on.
Those batteries have finally been released to the public.
Yeah, the batteries have been released. People are making technology that works with them. It's really caused... I mean, there's a lot of problems. There's definitely a lot of weapons that are being used in war now that are Archon-powered. All that kind of stuff. As of yet, there haven't been any reported cases of super-powered people being deployed into combat. But who knows?
You wouldn't necessarily hear about them.
Wouldn't necessarily hear about them.
Okay. So there's nothing in particular that jump out at me as saying, hey, we need to look into this.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is, you could solve most of those problems if you really tried. But, I don't know, you're just kind of watching all the world's problems. In the Crossroads specifically, there is a lot of crime going on here still.
I thought Crossroads was practically solved with 2 teams there now.
Oh, no. Things only get worse.
Okay, so what have the new champions been up to in the news?
Yeah, they've been catching crooks and criminals, and you notice that they tend to fight a lot of, average criminals. Not really a lot of super
thieves and shit like that. They're not going after the big high-minded stuff. They're just stopping street crime.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's what I do.
Yeah. And I imagine the Defenders of the Realm are largely dedicated to defending Eldritch Hollow and seeking out magical threats. But
oh yeah, that's another thing. Anything in the news about what's going on with the Eldritch Hollow and someone's bid to basically buy them out?
They're currently in a legal battle.
Okay. Thank you.
But unless you guys get involved, that's just kind of something I'm gonna have going on in the background.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure Wolfgang will handle that if he wants to.
Yeah, and Wolfgang's staying out of it for now because it hasn't got it. As far as he's aware, it hasn't ventured into criminality or dishonor. It's not nice, but it's not dishonorable.
Excellent. Yeah. So there is crime going on in the city. If you guys want to just go on a basic patrol, you can. The big bad
rest of these guys, but I will definitely go out and do a patrol. I feel like I'm needed, so I'll go do a patrol.
Anyone want to partake?
Yeah, of course I'll say if anyone wants to come along, but I can always call for backup if I need it. And anything everywhere can bring people to me in an instant. My idea was I just fly to the tallest building, hang out up there like a big old gargoyle, and use my enhanced senses to see things from far away, to scan the city, maybe go flying around, and if I spot anything particularly dangerous, go deal with it. And if it needs more than I can handle alone, I can call for backup.
Batman crouch.
Yeah.
Loom over the city.
Except I'm like 8 feet tall, right?
Yeah. More daunting than Rich Boy in a suit.
You're able to stop a couple of just basic crimes. You stop a mugging and a carjacking.
I prioritize violent crime or accidents. I don't want people to get hurt. That's my priority.
I figured you weren't going around stopping white-collar crime or anything. So.
Stopping what?
White-collar crime.
You committed tax evasion.
That'd be really
it's not like I have an easy way to detect that. Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Maybe I...
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wow.
You didn't like your idea at all.
That would be really funny, though. A superhero who's tapped into the internet and flies around stopping white-collar crime.
That'd be hilarious. I would play that game.
He's got a white shirt, black tie, and a black cape, so it's just a businessman with a nice cape that matches.
Yep.
Made of tie material. He's got a briefcase of justice.
My Discord just restarted itself. Sorry about that, guys.
Nice.
Good.
So you stop a couple of minor crimes.
But yeah, if I see anything where I think I'm going to need backup, I would call for it. But otherwise, I just can't stuff.
And the other two of you didn't have anything in particular you needed to accomplish currently, right?
There was something I was going to do.
Oh. Good.
Yes. So I'm like reading this manual in this time and kind of figuring out what the new intricacies of my tech are, and also learning some things about what it was in the first place. I probably assume. But I need to test it. So Wolfgang, before you go off on patrol with Duskwing, could I mimic your powers?
Well, to clarify, they're not really my powers. You see me, and I go up to like a table and I set the sword in its sheath and the shield on the table. Those are magic items. I'm just a regular person.
I see. Then can I mimic their power? May I?
You can try. I've never seen. Be interesting to see if you can.
So I'm gonna stand. So I'm just gonna say it.
One of the
For sure.
Godbot replicants walks to the table where they're being held, where the items are, and stands there and watches.
All right. So
I'll
I'm gonna go ahead
watch.
and put my hands out because I can feel that connection standing here, and put my hands out, sort of like into it, and start to just draw it in with that same kind of will that I was used to. And it's much stronger than I'm used to. Let me roll a d6. And it doesn't work.
It doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, right.
It has no effect, yeah.
Because
And so it just kind of, phases out. Huh.
Do you want to try to copy my powers?
That's new. Maybe it's because they were in the item. Yeah, let me try and copy yours. That's great.
Take the
I'm
sword
going-
and shield and put them back on.
I'm going to move my hand over to palm facing him, Duskwing, and
Slap.
try the same thing. Let's try the same thing. And
I strike a pose.
yeah, and you kind of feel the sensation of if you were vacuumed your skin, right? That weird kind of suctiony feeling, but it's happening in the air around you rather than actually pulling your skin. As I make a copy of your powers in the system, I just copy them. Actually, at this point, it doesn't even get stored in the thing; they get stored.
What's your rank of mimic?
My rank of mimicry is 9.
Then you get rank 9 magic and rank 7 transformation into my dragon form.
which mechanically is solid form.
Yep. It's alternate form solid, mechanically speaking.
Looks like
Extra
the
fast
robot.
preparation.
Looks like the robot busted the upgrades. Nothing happened.
I am
I'll
not
just
a
say
robot.
no. I think it worked. She has to activate my powers.
Oh yeah, it's and actually I forgot to describe this part, but during that exchange, Mimic sort of seems to sort of flinch and kind of hunch with the exchange, and they actually take 2 points of stamina damage
Ow.
with that exchange. But sorry, alternate. Never mind. That one's 9. Okay.
Yeah, the
Back to
alternate
my
form
previous
is
statement. Looks like the robot messed up your upgrades. I don't think they worked.
It's it's a little more intense than it used to be, but feels way more effective. I think I can pretty much do anything you can. Trying to think of something quick to do magic-wise. Maybe I'll just
I won't
roil my
start
fingers and then
I
start
can do
a
anything
spark.
better than you. You know, I'm not going to start that song.
I
In a
am,
loop.
I am not a robot.
I am a
I
free
know-
man.
I know you're not a robot, Adam. What you are actually doesn't exist. There's not a name for how advanced you are. So we'll just call you Adam, and also, colloquially the robot. Even though I know that you're not a robot, but you're also not an android or a cyborg. You're like a living god machine, which is just a mouthful.
It's
What are
a lot
you
to
talking
say.
about? He's a golem.
He's a gynoid.
Fantasy guy has a point.
He is kind of a golem.
He is a golem.
Alchemical golem.
Everything's a golem, though, right?
Well, not really, no.
Are you gonna whip out a magic?
I beg your pardon.
Yes,
Are you
I
gonna
whip out a
transform?
magic. I'm not gonna do a transformation, anything like really big. I'm just gonna just do something like a small, like little spark of energy or something, just a show of the power, or at least of.
Make a saving throw against cancer. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why. I don't know why tonight. That's on my brain. All right, so go ahead and make your magic roll. It is. I mean, it sounds like you're just trying to do like dazzle rank 1.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
It's pretty
just
easy.
a roll. Just a roll, simple little. Do I still roll? Oh no, it's
I'm dropping in the icons channel a picture of my powers so you can see exactly what they are.
perfect. Thank you. Whoops.
And their ranks.
It's just from
That's not
flipping
how it
you
works.
off.
I meant to do a d6 plus 7, but I did the wrong thing. So that is going to be 13.
13 passes for sure. So you shoot sparks, magic sparks out. Pew-pew! You innately know the words to say.
Mm-hmm. And I throw in a couple extra fun-sounding ones that I've picked up from popular media while I'm at it, because
I'll just say, yes, prestidigitation is everyone's first spell.
well, you know, this is the technically the third time I have absorbed magic. Excuse me. Now
I
I'm
thought
just
the first.
having fun with it.
I thought the first spell was fetch. Well, he just shrugs like, oh, I don't know. I'm not a mage. What do I know?
What do you mean by fetch? Like what change do to you?
No, it's where you point at something and you draw it to your hand.
Okay.
It's the fetch spell.
No, that's the force. That's everyone's first use of the force.
Wait,
Absolutely.
in my world they were Jedi? Wolfgang looks thoroughly confused now.
No, most people use prestidigitation first because they want to make their food taste good.
And their clothes clean.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Or
Yeah.
dirty.
And it's nice,
dirtier.
handy to have a light in the dark too. Yeah, lots of good reasons to know.
Well, it
Prestidigitation.
seems that test was a success, Mimic.
Yes, she
Yes,
didn't used
yes,
to
it was.
fall over clutching her abdomen, screaming in pain during the transitions. But, you know, sure.
Is that difficult?
It's more difficult. It does hurt a bit, but it feels more stable in my carrying the magic in my or the energy in my system than before. So I suppose there's some downs with the ups and vice versa.
One day I will figure out pain. It seems very complicated.
I think that's pretty true.
I am detecting portal activity on the surface.
Same location?
No,
Where might it be?
I'll bring it up on a map. It's out on the outskirts.
Is that the same location where we had that prison break problem?
It's nearby. It's not like oh, it's right there on the prison, but it's like in the same Badlands area. You know that place they always go to Dragon Ball Z fight?
That's just anywhere on Earth that isn't a city. What are you talking about? That narrows it down not at all. That's just everywhere. Everywhere is the Chinese mountains. Doesn't matter where on Earth you are. Grand Canyon, Chinese mountains. Sorry, I'm good. Fine.
I was
I'm not mad.
appreciated that about Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. But yeah, there's portal activity. Detected once again.
I don't think we can phone call this one.
Is it in the same place?
No.
It's like that's there. That's where we were. It's close, but it's not the same place by the look of it.
Yeah, it's out in the boonies.
Well, I'm pretty sure anything everywhere can take us right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could do that. Is it you guys want to go straight there, or do you want to catch a movie or something first?
We could see a movie afterward. I could be up for a movie, but we should
Alright.
look into this first. It might be dangerous.
Yeah, let's go square this away, and then I will buy everybody popcorn.
Well, that I won't say no to.
All right.
Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board for the popcorn.
I open up a portal.
Has to
And
have
I'll
extra
walk through
butter.
Obviously, I mean, what's the point of popcorn if you? And I'll walk through the portal.
Yeah.
Don't have extra butter as I stumble out on the other side, talking to nobody but myself.
You walk out into the Badlands, and you look around. So there's not a lot, but there's just rocks. It's kind of like you seen the hills have eyes.
Oh yeah.
It's all craggy like that. Like lots of places to hide, but there's nothing out here.
Nothing my butt. I will turn into a small desert rat and skedaddle off. Hey guys, I'm gonna go look around. Scream if you see anything.
I'm going to lift up into the sky and fly up over the area, and cast my detect spells and look around with my enhanced perceptions that my dragon form grants me.
Sure.
Did you say your dragon form, Francine? Or am I hearing things?
You hear things?
On that
Okay.
note, the your alternate form you have it's like a toggle you can switch between, right? Because you go between your scratch.
Yeah, the
your
way it works
name
is if
as
I
like a
turn on my
person.
dragon form, then I get everything listed under it. The dragon extras, you grow wings, which gives you the flight power. You gain extra enhanced senses, like +2 to all vision rolls, +3 to the range on all vision checks, and +2 to all smell checks. Like you just
Okay,
gain
cool.
those enhanced abilities. They're all one power, basically. You transform into a dragon, you gain all of it.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Detect magic is basically using a spell to gain detect magic. That's all.
Wolfgang just gotta stand there for a bit and wait in place and kind of just look around from where he's standing because he can't fly. He just a regular person. He'll walk a little bit closer to the mountains, but it's more of a there's no reason to run or anything. If they see something, they'll come and get me.
Yeah, you take off into the sky, Rune, and you immediately lose track of your compatriots on the ground. They're kind of like walking underneath cliffs and stuff. Just all very
surely with my
craggy.
enhanced vision, I'd be able to see them pretty quick. Like if I want to keep track of them, I can, right?
If you want to go get the angle on them, sure.
Okay.
But I
I know roughly where they are. I can find them.
you know roughly where they are and where they're
Sure,
firing,
sure.
yes, but you can't
That's good
physically see them unless you're looking for them because you're looking for other stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Okay.
other stuff.
So you go ahead and give me a looky-loo roll. Go ahead and give me that seeing check with your +2.
Sure.
And then
That's awareness +2.
you're investigating
Wow.
as well, Wolfgang?
Yeah.
I only got an 8 because I rolled terrible again, but I do have enhanced extended vision.
Yeah,
extended by
It gives
3.
you a
so-
+2 on seeing checks, right?
Well, I get +2 to the roll, but I get +3 for distance determination. Like when you look at the range chart for how far away things are to me, I'm considered 3 ranks closer on everything that I look at. So things that are actually like far away are they're as easy for me to see and look at details on as if it was right next to me.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So yeah, you're looking from above. I mean, there's just a lot of rocks out here. Go ahead and give me your check as well, Wolfgang.
Awareness.
And if anyone else wants to investigate as well, feel free
Um,
to let me know.
I'll try to invoke my specialty of technology to give myself a +1. Just because I'm looking for like a hidden door or something that isn't natural, something technological that's among the
You're looking for
the
something that
nature
sticks
around
out.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll. Let's see how it goes. 9.
10 total.
So you see something on the ground.
I'll step back and look down at the ground.
Something that sticks out. You look at it, you pick it up. It's a piece of cloth.
I'll turn it over and look and examine it.
Looks like part of a tracksuit.
I'll crouch down and then look around for like tracks or something in the ground.
You gonna call the rest of us, or
I don't know if it's worth calling out yet. That's why he's kind of looking. If it's something he can find on his own, he'll look. But if he's at a loss, he'll probably start yelling out.
Also, an investigation check. I rolled a 10 in my little mousy mouse form to see if I find anything.
Because for all I know, I just found someone who likes survival hiking. Like, I might be calling you for nothing.
no? But I have enhanced smell. I can track by smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with your check, you find this bit of tracksuit. You look around. You do find some tracks. They go off a little bit and then they disappear. And you'll stumble. I'll say you walk into Mousy Mouse Boy here. You see what he's holding. You definitely notice what he's holding. We'll have because you did a pretty good check too. We'll have it just mean that you notice what he's holding. It looks familiar. Looks like a piece of one of your old jumpsuits.
Hello. Trying to follow some tracks. I might be following nothing, but maybe it's someone who's actually hiding out here. I don't know yet.
I think those are mine.
This?
I think that's mine.
I hold it closer to you because I'm probably taller.
I'm
so.
still in tiny little mouse mode.
Yeah,
I'm
so I'll
like,
crouch down and hold it in front of you a bit. You sure?
let me see. If that's mine, then that means these feet steps are mine. And that means, and I'll turn back into my right-sized self standing in the feet prints.
Yeah.
And I'll look down.
Yeah, they match right up.
Oh, yeah, this is me.
I was
That's
actually
bad.
wondering if you were going to do exactly that.
Uh-oh.
I'll flip out my phone. Oh shoot, we're undercover. I'll point at like a random branch or something and telekinetic it up over me and like wiggle it around.
Yeah, you see that pretty clearly, Duskwing.
And I'll say on the phone, we found something over where the floating stick is.
I come flying down.
I want to say that I'm gonna, at this point, I jump into a panther dragon form as well, which
What
is more
color is
similar.
your fur? I've been waiting to hear this.
The fur is, oh geez, I don't remember how I did it last time. There's lots of black and sort of like an orange, almost like a calico with like the modeling, and like patches of some of that like brown and white as well. But it's like largely black and orange around the neck, and then it's like just bat-like wings, right, or like dragon wings.
Oh, they're actually bird-like wings, believe it or not.
bird-like wings.
Big, beautiful.
Okay, cool.
On my character, they're big black bird-style wings.
Okay, yeah, and these are actually very similar to kind of wings. So like, if you were to think about the kaiju thing, it'd probably be more similar to whatever you look like than whatever that depiction was. But anyway, I'm going to fly to that branch in this form.
In a video game, you just to make your characters, we would just pilot swap, and no one would know the difference.
Exactly. Perfect.
Well, yeah, the colors are different, but the
Same
palette swap's
pixels.
similar. For those of you who may not remember, it's very my dragon form is basically a very feline profile.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the two giant panther dragons will land near your investigation.
when I land and I see Mimic in her dragon form, I'll say, "Looking good, Mimic. Looking good."
And I want to say too, there's the thing still here at the nape of the neck. You can see it kind of tucked in beneath the fur, as well as the bracer kind of things as well.
You can see a bit of the ore sticking through.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Probably looks sick.
We
Fantastic.
have
cybernetic panther.
There's like ore in for like the claws of the wingtips, you know.
Everything Everywhere and I have found some tracks that lead us to believe that he's been here. Except I look at him. I don't believe you've been here before. And you
Maybe it's a
remember
road
running
camp.
through some woods, losing your tracksuit.
Didn't you lose one of you in the realm beyond the shadow a long time ago, like a year ago? Maybe he's come back. Maybe he's come back and he's not connected with your hive mind.
Oh. Man, I hope he's good.
Well, let's. I'm going to walk over to this to you guys and investigate the scrap of cloth you're holding, and I'm going to get a big, huge snort on it and try to follow the.
I hold it firmly so it doesn't accidentally go in your nose because you're probably.
Thank you. Yeah, that would.
Oh, it's gone.
Don't really want to suck it up, no. But I get a good whiff to get the scent.
So the smell does smell a lot like Traveler.
Is there any difference between the two that I could pick out?
I mean,
between Real Traveler
there
and-
is a bit. Who knows why? It
Okay.
does smell a little different.
Let me make a awareness plus scent roll, and that gives me a 12 to try to see if I can follow it in any way.
Yeah, you follow it. It goes as far as the tracks went, which is like a little bit, and then the scent disappears as well.
Well, I can presume this is where he teleported away. Or maybe where he arrived and he went the other direction. I don't know. Because knowing you could have been walking backwards, throw people off. Like you could have arrived here, walked backwards, and teleported off from where it looked like he first started.
Did any of you go rogue? Any of one of yous?
Well, I think you can sense it, yeah?
When I first got here, I started to wonder the same thing, Mimic. And honestly, I've kind of lost. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I've done that I don't quite remember. You know, there used to be 8 of me. Now there's 4. A lot of stuff just seems gone. A lot of those memories didn't happen. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well, they definitely happen. You just ain't clear on them anymore.
The wall of shadow hides much sometimes. I understand what you mean. It can be disorienting.
Hey, you
Absolutely.
lost all your memories too.
Well, now that you can work magic, maybe the two of us can put together a spell that
Oh,
can
no.
detect wormholes.
That's what happened to him. If he
What?
came back from the other world, he would suffer the curse of the wall of shadow. He would lose memories of where he was.
Like you did. But I have a
Exactly.
spell that fixes that, remember?
But we have to find him.
I called Lady Jessica and we
Sure.
worked on a spell to bring your memory back.
Oh no, I believe you can bring the memories back, but we have to find him to give those memories back. He probably came here, had powers,
Right.
had a vague sense of why he was here, like he wanted to
Right,
go
like
home
you
or
did.
something.
Right. That's
But
it.
he wouldn't know anything. And I
We'll find
happened
him.
in a city.
Maybe we can work together a spell that can detect your wormholes so we can see where he's going.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think he did wormholes back then, right? You apportated yourself to yourself,
Yeah,
your
you
other
didn't make
selves.
portals back then.
It's true.
But the Godbot's already detecting you. We just need to be able to do it in real time so we can catch you in time.
Oh wait, yeah, he said there's a portal here. So your other self learned, maybe he learned a portal through you? Or you, I gestured vaguely.
Or it reads the same.
Or it reads the same.
All this
Well-
thinking's getting me hungry. You guys still want to go see a movie or what?
No, I got an idea. Since this guy is technically a version of you, you should be able to, if you concentrate, teleport directly to him. Maybe you
that-
can put all your other bodies in one instead of having multiples, like pull them all in. You can, and that way he's the only one left out. Then maybe you'd be able to teleport directly to him by finding him. Like if you don't have the others to confuse
Not
your senses.
a bad idea.
You going to try to reconnect?
If you absorb your other 3 copies so that there's not 4 of you but just 1 of you, then whatever's left and you teleport to whatever is left of you should be him.
This is going to be a long ride back from deep space. I hope I don't get impaled by a crowbar. Wouldn't that be crazy? What a crazy way to go, right? If I accidentally stab myself in the heart with a crowbar, that'd be hilarious.
That is also
You guys-
another thing worth noting. The old you could only teleport to yourself.
That's true.
So, right now, there are a few me's that aren't here. One's a crowbar in deep space. One is a
I thought
giant
he
wooden...
came back already.
He's about to.
I thought you said he came back like 45 minutes later or something while I was doing my gargle searching.
Mm-mm. That's the me that was in the space station. So there's one me flipping through deep space as a crowbar. There's one me that's a giant wooden crate in a park. There's the me that's here, and then there was the me that's in Italy, who was eating Italian food, but is now a helmet on a cool guy on a Vespa. So
So you're collecting someone's head skin or
I'm
whatever.
enjoying what it's like to be a helmet. Yeah.
Corbinian, you have been booned by Alwaxer.
Yeah, I got that.
Thank you.
So yes, I will concentrate on pulling everyone back, all of the me's back into one place.
It's pretty easy.
When I do this, I want to let all of you guys know I'm going to be very vulnerable for the first time in a long time. Usually it's easy to stay alive, so just being in one form is going to scare me a lot for a long time.
I'll get you covered then. I begin weaving a spell. As long as you bring your original self here, then as soon as you arrive and you say you're ready, I'll put a protective magic over you.
Good.
And
I can only
I begin
perceive
working magic.
1/4 of the things I usually see, so it's almost like putting blinders on 1/4 of my vision, and I can't smell or hear as much as I usually do.
I might suggest the moment we teleport to the rogue you, for lack of a better term, you immediately split up, just so you don't have to suffer that for very long.
All right.
Probably wise.
Get ready, Duskwing, and then the 3 portals will
Get
open
ready.
around me.
I'm casting a level 7 protection, but in this case, I'm not going to make it versus physical damage, like you would think. Where's the list of protectives again? I have an interesting one in mind that might help.
Psychic damage, right?
I'm trying to find it. Where's
Receive resistance power.
what page is it on so I can look at the list?
I think you want to see 106, page 106 at the bottom.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Resistance. It's mental, actually. I give him resistance mental rank 7. And my control roll versus your difficulty of 7, I have a 14. I don't think I can fail.
You passed. You're protected from
Whoa.
mental damage. So you do.
I figured that would also cover psychological damage.
to a point.
See what I'm
yeah.
thinking?
Yeah, I see what you're
Mental
saying.
damage, psychological damage. Like
Oh, I
he feels
follow.
mentally armored.
Emotional
yeah.
damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Man, I
Like
need
the
that.
insults will
therapy.
slide right off him now.
I
Yeah.
want that in real life. Just
Wouldn't that be
cast
great?
emotional damage on us. We need it.
Hell yeah.
So you, all of the U's come back. You all merge back into one. Yeah, and your vision is solidified. It's probably very disorienting.
Yeah, I'm gonna puke for sure.
It's fair.
It's like cramming 4 stomachs into one
But at least you don't feel afraid.
for the first time in like 30 years.
You feel strangely alone,
Yeah, it's horrible.
but you don't immediately sense anything else. What's your intention here?
I am trying to go into my mind's eye. I'm trying to think back deep in that center part of my brain at who I was and what I did. I was Traveler, and I would touch and travel to other me's, and I would kind of come up out of the ground next to them in sort of a flipping motion. And so I'm trying to focus on that part of what I no longer do and just trying to go there in my mind.
Go ahead and give me a willpower check. You could use your training and your powers for this.
Okay,
I know
I
you
do
have.
have one extra one in prowess.
Does his mental armor help him in any way?
Not for this.
Okay.
It'll help.
I
It'll stop
also
him from taking
have-
damage, but yeah.
I also have a specialty too in power, so I'm gonna add +2 to the specialty, if that's cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 9 altogether. Can I use the determination to reroll that 1?
Yeah.
I would like to do
Yeah,
that.
you can do that.
Were you a blues traveler?
And I've rolled a 5, which is considerably better.
God damn it.
Were you a blues driver? Thanks, Keon.
I think it's 13.
13's pretty good. Yeah, so you start hearing voices. You start hearing a lot of voices, and they are having a conversation with each other. And it's some of them are whispering, some of them are shouting, but they're all kind of talking at the same time. It's hard to make out what they're saying, but you haven't teleported this way in a long, long time. But you feel like if you just jumped right now, you would travel to yourself.
I just collapse. I go for it. I give in to the power.
Do you grab anybody?
Probably 2 people. Probably whoever's on both of my sides as I kind of go dead weight and collapse and just give in to the power. I probably put both of my hands up.
Probably ruin it at the very least because he was casting that spell on you.
Who's your other hand?
Who's standing on my right?
Well, we know it's you, Rune. At least one of you. I don't know. I just in my mind's eye, I don't know which either me or.
I could flip a coin. I could roll a
So I catch
die.
you on the other side.
Odds or evens, Aaron?
Yeah.
Odds.
It's Corbinian.
It's Corbinian. I don't know why we came to the same result. That's not good.
Rick dice.
The dice
trying to
don't
get me
lie.
killed.
Dice don't lie.
Jeremy, Serendipity. They're trying to kill my character.
Aaron, you're all of a sudden
That's why I'm
alone.
playing Valor tonight.
You're all of a sudden alone in the Badlands, Aaron.
There's a look on Wolfgang's face of what's happened.
You are in a building, or you're on top of a building that is a diner. You're on top of a diner that resides downtown that you haven't been to since the Fracture.
Oh, this is the Fracture Point Diner.
It's the one where all of you met up that one time.
Yeah. Oh, well, I know where we are at least. Flip open phone.
This is that damn spot where I dropped my strawberry ice cream.
There's a man standing on the roof. He's wearing like furs and leather, but he has a tracksuit jacket tied around his waist. And he's just kind of looking around.
Look awesome.
I tell Mimic where we are over the phone. While I'm staring at him, looking at this fur-covered adventure.
He almost doesn't hear you, but then he thinks he does. And you can hear him muttering to himself. I shouldn't come here. Why did I come here? Here again. Here always? There I am. Hello,
Hey, bud.
me. How are you?
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's
Hey,
weird.
bud, I think
it's like
you're me.
we're the same person.
Right.
Wait a second. And he starts looking
used to
around.
be.
He starts looking around. And he turns and he sees you. Huh. Hello.
Well met, traveler.
Huh.
So to
Traveler.
speak.
It's been a long time since I have heard that name.
It's been a little while since we've used that name.
Hmm.
You all right?
Oh, right, that was a name.
We are fine.
Yeah, Traveler was who he is.
Yeah, Traveler's who he is, coincidentally enough for your slippage. Yes, that is who we are. Hello there. What are you supposed to be? Looking at everything everywhere.
I'm what you became when you left. I'm anything, anywhere.
He's what's left of you after you were gone.
On the plus side, we won't fight over a name, traveler. And I'll wink at him.
This is what I have become. Huh.
How long have you been gone from your point of view, Traveler?
You can tell already that it's been longer. You can tell just by looking at him. He looks older than everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you recall from whence you came? Yes.
Yes, I do.
In what monarch's reign are you from? In Shadow Speak, I'm asking what year it is, basically. I'm trying to see how far in the future he is.
Where I come from, only darkness presides.
Sword draws, shield comes out.
It's quivering.
Right.
It's quivering.
Sorry, could you say that again?
You'll hear him speak with many voices. Where I am from, darkness presides. But he stands there. It doesn't move or anything. It is unsettling. At this point, Mimic, you could probably make it there. You can fly about as fast as a jet. So.
And
I was gonna say, there's like a couple frames where I'm like, I get the call and I'm flying, and there's like a frame where I'm like paused at like a restaurant, like eating a burger, and then the next frame is me flying again.
Because you didn't get
As
to
I
go to the
catch
movie,
up.
you're having popcorn, right?
Yep.
Well, at this point, I will begin preparing another spell. One that will probably be significantly more important.
can you take us back? I can't get there. I can't teleport there. How did you get here?
I can go anywhere I want.
Can I? Can you show me?
Oh, you might want to be careful. Did you swear some sort of pact, sir?
He takes 2 steps forward quickly.
The sword points at him, and I grab him with telekinetics. Wolfgang's immediately hostile to this guy
Go
right
ahead
now.
and make the check.
Oh, it's a power check. What am I doing?
Power.
I will throw one of my determination points. The way of honor to learn to seek to do. I've perceived this guy as an agent of shadow, so I'm throwing everything I have to contain him before he does something to hurt somebody.
That's fair.
So it puts me up to 10.
Yeah, you grab him. Lift him
Did
off
you
the
want to know
ground.
about the spell that I'm casting so that it'll hit next round?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I am attempting to create a rank 9, which is my maximum magic rank allowed. I'm pretty sure, let me double check magic. I don't think I can even go for powers that are over my rank.
No.
Yep, up to my magic power level. So I'm going for a rank 9 Drain Darkness. I'm attempting to nullify the darkness within him. Up to 9 ranks of it. Next round.
So by darkness, you mean any shadow that he's being possessed by.
Right, the shadow that he's been possessed by, correct.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. Here's my control magic power roll. 12. The difficulty is 9 plus your d6.
Alrighty. So he'll be floating in the air. You should put me down, hero. But then you'll see him grab his head. Who are you? In kind of a slightly different voice. Are we getting into trouble again?
Wolfgang stares at him for a half second because he probably didn't he was too tunnel vision on him, and then he kind of glances over and sees Duskwing having freshly cast the spell. It's like, oh. But he doesn't let go of the hold.
Yes, we're in trouble again, I'll say to him.
I'm sorry about that. Some of me don't see eye to eye.
I believe that, oddly enough.
Question for the game master.
Huh?
I don't know what rank, quote unquote, of darkness he has in him, but if I got all of it, then it'll be gone for 9 rounds. If I did not get all of it, then whatever he has left will regain 1 rank per round until it's back to full.
Oh, okay. So if you only
But
get
if
part
it's
of it,
9
it
or less, then I
recharges.
got all of it. Right.
Friend, what did you do?
I've done nothing. As far as I know, I've just arrived in this place. Is this my original home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one time you got a strawberry ice cream cone right down there.
Aha! We got a strawberry ice cream cone right down there.
Well said.
I'd actually like to spend a. Oh, wait, I'm mixing up my games. Sorry, don't mind me.
It happens.
Everything Everywhere. I might, because you are family, if nothing else. I would ask of you to examine your friend to see if he has any mark of shadow on him. It would look like a tattoo burned into him. You'd know it as very otherworldly. Actually, I'll kind of roll up my sleeve. It looks like this, and you see mine. You see like a tattoo, and it's like gashed out, but it's scarred, like that's been crossed out a long time.
As you do this, Duskwing's spell finish casting. You'll draw whatever shadow was within him out. You don't really like something comes out, but not very much. You're muted.
Sorry, I'm an idiot. That'll last for 9 rounds.
Okay, yeah, a bit trickles out, but not as much as you're expecting, and you see no change in demeanor. He'll kind of like do a shake, like, oh.
At least he's not currently possessed. We can talk to him.
How interesting. Seems I picked something up traveling through the realms.
I was going to say to him, it's been a long time since I've seen this version of you, so I should let you know there's been some changes.
It is the first time I've seen any version of you, and he'll look at both of you, both of the cats.
He doesn't recognize Duskwing?
No, this one was separated from the hive before you met.
Really?
It was separated on the night that you transformed.
Wow, that is a long time ago.
The night of the fracture itself.
Doesn't know any of
Got
y'all.
it. Interesting. All right. Well,
I realized that while I was thinking earlier. I was like, huh.
Yeah, the last thing he remembers here is getting an ice cream cone and then jumping into the portal.
got it. Well, that was a long time ago then.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago.
Everything Everywhere, could you indulge me, please? If it wouldn't be too much. I don't want to force the issue, but at the moment, if he's sworn a pact or had it forced upon him, that's an issue that needs to be resolved.
Now he'll just shed his hide.
Or you could just do that, sure.
He'll shed his hide. And it'll show you. I have no marks of any dark one.
Can you teach me how to jump there?
Potentially. If you have
Are you
the will
satisfied?
for it.
Now look to Wolfgang. Are you satisfied?
I'll spin him around because I do have him in a hold, and I'll actually examine him a bit because I'm looking for the mark.
No mark.
Okay. You may redress.
No mark of the dark one. He does have tattoos.
Which those are here tattoos. So.
They're not from here. They're weird and.
Oh, they're the ones from over there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're weird tattoos.
What do those mean? All those friends you've lost over the years, or something else?
Tribal tattoos, perhaps. Guild tattoos.
I'm afraid I've forgotten. It's been so long.
That's not a good sign.
Would you be so kind as to let me down now? What was it? Aidendale?
Wolfgang Aidendale. Hero of Honor.
How quaint.
Are you satisfied? I look around.
I've done my part. He's currently shadow free for the moment. He won't be forever though.
He looks like me, so I trust him.
Solution. Maybe Lady Jessica can come up with a more permanent solution to whatever is ailing him there that I've temporarily quashed.
I have been attacked by a cat.
I see
that.
I see the blur of a cat.
It's very good.
Yep.
She's a good baby.
That's
Plastic shoulder cat.
I could feel the claws setting in.
Hey, me too.
There's a moment where Wolfgang, you see that the traveler that's being held looks like he's being moved toward us, as if I'm rearing up to huck him into something, but I kind of stop myself and I just lower him down and let him go. Like there was some
Thank you.
part of Wolfgang that was just gonna I know a way to solve the problem.
Thanks, Hero. I really appreciate it. Where were we? He'll look at everything everywhere.
You were going to show me how to jump through planes of existence instead of just space.
He'll offer you his hand.
Meh. And I'll split into two. And you know what? I won't even split into two because the prime one was going to go anyways. I'm going to go with him.
You touch hands. They're gone.
He took the prime one? Oh, no.
Duskum, we have to be able to follow them while the energy's still fresh, right? Can we put together
I'm
a
pretty
spell?
sure if we're going to attempt to, we'd better do it now, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
as they disappear, that is what we're going to call it for this week.
Yo!
Nice.
What's up?
Nice. Now I'd like to reiterate where we were located when this happened. We're on the roof of the diner in Eldritch Hollow.
You're on the roof of a diner downtown. A
Oh,
diner
downtown, okay.
where you once mused making your headquarters long, long ago.
Yeah, okay. The one that's got the bodega up above it, right.
Yeah. The first diner.
I remember now.
First time.
Diner Prime.
Oh, God.
You guys are awful. The same flavor of awful.
I'm telling you, man. I can
Yeah, but
I
I'm
can
funnier.
taste how awful it is.
True.
Funnier
It's
looking.
true.
That was a fantastic session. I really enjoyed it, though.
I'm glad you liked it.
I hope
Thank-
hope all the viewers enjoyed it as well.
I do as well. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for the follows, subs, and love and boons and dooms and all that good stuff.
One of the viewers said I got a Mark of the Dark One tramp stamp last summer.
Oh, was that
I'm
Keon?
disappointed
Nice.
I'm disappointed that nobody saw my Blues Traveler riff jokes.
Oh no, I missed them. Oh, don't give us the runaround. Nice. And the hook.
Cat,
Oh, see, I can't catch them
But
all.
anyway,
There's always a lot of good stuff in the chat. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Jahan.
No, it's all good. Thanks for making the chat such a lively point of conversation. And yeah, tune in 2 weeks for our next session. And yeah, I've been Jahan on the Game Master.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. If you like tabletop games, you should follow Fresh Out the Box. If you don't like tabletop games, you should follow Fresh Out the Podcast because we talk about movies, streaming shows, and video games over there. So there's always something that we are doing that you might like. It's me and Jahan and Drew, and then over here on Fresh Out the Box, it's me and Jahan and whoever likes us enough to play games with us. We're always making new friends. We're always showing off new faces and new systems and new games. And we just look forward to playing new systems and having you guys come along with us. And thank you for joining us and being here.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me at ElectricMetCHSR on Twitter, as well as here on Twitch under Corbinian, as I do various streams. I try to do various streams, various video games. Lately been doing Go, and also on Saturdays doing some terrible Klingon stuff to some terrible honorable Klingons. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Hey folks, it's been me, Aaron Bombier, also known as Aaron Dippity Doo out there. And if you want to know what I've been up to, go check out www.adventuresling.com, where we are putting podcasts, some live plays from our old stuff, showing off our upcoming brand new fantasy setting role-playing game, New Varden. Very exciting, and yes, thank you all very much for showing up.
and hi everybody, I'm Riley Davis, aka Rune, where I do not stream and am not a professional of anything exciting online. However, you can find me here once every 2 weeks with these fine folks, as well as a number of other games that I play regularly. And it's, as always, it's been a pleasure. Everyone have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you here again in 2 weeks.
Stay fresh, everyone.
And fresh.